What is going on, everybody? We got a big game this week. Cowboys and Giants. And I got one of the best content creators for the Dallas Cowboys, my guy, Law Nation. What's going on, Law?
What's good with you, man? Hey, it's always a pleasure talking to one of the G-Man. What's good with you, man?
Listen. The view is nice up here. It's nice at the top. I'm not used to looking down at the competition. It's nice up here. It's nice up here.
Hey, don't get too used to it, man.
I'm not. I'm just enjoying it while it lasts. Listen, real quick, just so you guys know, I know there's a lot of Yankee fans in here. I do have the game on Apple TV on my phone, so I am watching Aaron Judge when he comes up. Just so you know,
okay,
that is going on here. The Yankees are up 2-1. They just scored, but I know he's coming up. So Yankee fans in the chat be like, "You watching Aaron Judge?" Yes, I have that. Trust me. Marwin Gonzalez just doubled. I am watching.
Oh my gosh, man! But, I forgot you're a big Yankee guy, right? You know,
I am. Yes, huge Yankee. I saw somebody in the chat say I went to go get my Nick's ice cream. Yes, Nick's ice cream is one of the official sponsors of the Bad Diggity Dizzle channel. If you've never tried Nick's ice cream, please make sure to go out and get a pint of Nick's ice cream, or you can go get one of their cram bars, which are amazing too. So that's what I'm saying. 7% body fat was built on Nick's ice cream.
I can't hold my muscle up like that, man.
You got to get some Nick's ice cream.
Up over there. If I get some Nick's ice cream, I'll be able to flex on them like that.
There you go. Yeah. But for those that law, tell them where they can find you on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, whatever you got. Go for it, man.
Yes, indeed, man. Everybody that's watching and listening, man, you guys can find and follow me on Law Nation Sports. That's on multiple outlets: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and as well as Twitter. Did I say that already? Okay, as YouTube on multiple channels, man. Just type in Law Nation Sports. You will see my face, name, or logo, man.
Yeah, make sure you guys subscribe up, especially for Cowboys fans, even if you're just football fans. The guy, he makes great content. Closing in on 100,000. What are you, about 15K away?
Yeah, about 15. But shout out to you, man. You there already? Woo! Man,
got it.
Come on, G-Man. Come on, bad dog. Come on with it, baby.
We got it. Who do we got in the chat, by the way? Let's say hello to some people. I see Afghanistan, Eric Wallace. Rob, what's going on? Giovanni, my man, Punkum, Boba, Aika, Jose Loya, diehard Giants fan, of course, is in the chat. Anthony Brooks, what's going on? David from Colorado, Luann, Foreign Boy, Fabian's in the house, Sean DiFilippo, Joseph Wright, Corey Young, nice Giants fan, Barry Nanlaw, Lucas Aiken, my friend from Dan Under. What's going on? Jacob C. Will Figs, thank you for hitting that thumbs up. Big Moo, Ramdre, Donovan Payola, Christopher Taylor, nobody. Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago. And of course, our guy, Chris Devers, thank you for the super chat. Big Cowboys fan. He says, "What, bad dog? I'm pumped for Monday Night Football. It's like old times. And honestly, your Giants' best chance. Dallas may have the best front seven. Good luck. We them boys." What's up,
There we go. I love it. One of my kin folks over there. Come on. If y'all Cowboy Nation on that side, let me see some blue hearts over there. The real true blue. Not the shade your blue, but I think that all blue is the real true blue. Come on. Y'all put some blue hearts in the chat.
Yeah. I get a lot of Cowboys fans over here, which is absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
But I am excited. Obviously, this is probably the best chance. Well, this is the most confident I've been facing Dallas in a long time. And it's not because we're great, but I feel like we're better. And obviously, you don't have Dak Prescott, who we have not beaten in years, not since his rookie season. So, I mean, let me ask you this. Besides Saquon Barkley, who scares you the most on the Giants? Is there an X factor you're thinking to yourself, we got to stop this guy?
I think there's not the arm of Danny Dimes. I think it's more so of the legs. I seen how Joe Burrows were able to use his legs to extend drives. So I look at it like, hey, if we can shut down the run first and foremost, of course, and then shut down the legs of Danny. Now, he's a hot and cold guy. I seen him hit Sterling Shepard. Shout out to him. His father played for the Cowboys, by the way, for those who don't know. And he's one of those guys that every now and then They show up in big games. But I looked at his record. He's 0-9 against teams above 500. Well, we 1-1, so I don't know what his record is with that, but he need to step it up.
His record ain't good against a lot of people, I can tell you that. But I'll be honest, it's a good call because you guys have a very aggressive front seven, and I'm figuring you guys are going to key in on Saquon Barkley. I don't know who wouldn't key in on Saquon Barkley when you're trying to stop the Giants. So what I think the Giants got to do is run some misdirections and maybe some RPOs and utilize Daniel Jones's legs, because I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'd be absolutely lying if I didn't tell you that number 11 scares the bejesus out of me.
Yeah.
Because that guy is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
2 sacks in each of the first 2 games. But let me ask you this, Law, because I don't know. Does he line up all over the place, or does he just line up on the right side of the defense?
Everywhere, man. They're going to test him on, Andre. Is it Andre or Andrew?
Andrew, yeah.
Andrew Thomas, right? They may test him on that side since he's your best offensive lineman who graded out top amongst everyone at that spot for the last 2 games, right? And they may test him on the other side. Or they may pick at the rookie. Evan Neal, I heard that he having issues a little bit, so they may penetrate that part of it. But you can't put a finger to him where Michael Parsons will be lined up at. So I think he'll be fresh, although he missed out on 2 days of practice this week because he's dealing with a cold. But I think that he'll be ready Friday night. Monday night, I meant to say.
That's the thing. For me, I'm more worried about him. I would love to see him face up against Andrew Thomas, but if I'm the Cowboys, I'm thinking to myself, if I want to create a mismatch, I'm going to put him against the rookie and say, go, have your best shot. The only thing is, obviously, not that it would make much of a difference, but he'd be coming from Daniel Jones' strong side over there as opposed to his weak side. And we all know Daniel Jones has a tendency to fumble the ball if he gets hit from behind, which a lot of quarterbacks do, which is why your left tackle is usually the most important position, besides the quarterback on an offense. So definitely very worried and concerned, because I saw what you guys did to Joe Burrow. And I'm watching that game, and I'm sitting there going, oh, my God. I'm thinking that's going to be Daniel Jones, because our offensive line, pass blocking wise, is definitely a massive question mark. And if we're in obvious passing downs, it's going to be a long night for Daniel Jones. So we have definitely got to find a way to get him in third and manageable, or he's going to get his block knocked off. So, well, you know what? Why don't you tell us a little bit about Cooper Rush for those of us who don't know?
Well, he was in your neck of the woods last year, wasn't he?
Yes.
He didn't make
I know it was last. It might have been the year before. We had Fromm and Glennon last year, so I think it was the year. Yeah.
So the year before last, he was with the Jason Garrett administration over there. He didn't make that team. He got beat out, and then he came over here with a system that he's familiar with under Kellen Moore. I think that Cooper Rush, he's a very cerebral guy. He's not going to force the ball anywhere. He's going to go with his first or second read and get the ball out of his hands. He's been that guy for this team, as we've seen when the elevation is raised. He somehow figure out a way to raise the elevation, especially in the Minnesota's game. I think the Minnesota last year was a very, very decent defense. He was still able to put up north of 300 yards and find the targets there. My thing is with Cooper Rush, it's more so with the collective system versus the individual. Meaning that I don't think that Cooper Rush would throw the ball for 40 to 50 times. But I think that the Cowboys would get back to the true formula of running the ball. When they run the ball 26 to 27 times, we are favorable with the win. We are 30-0 when we run the ball for more than 30 times, by the way.
Yeah. And see, that's something that I think the Giants have to do is stop your run, stop Zeke. That's a good two-headed monster. Tony Pollard, obviously, I think he's like a Swiss Army knife back and catch the ball out of the backfield. He can run. He had the big 17, I think it was a 17-yard touchdown run against Cincinnati.
Right.
And it's the same thing for us. For me, I think it definitely benefits us. We have to get Cooper Rush in third and long. Let Wink Martindale utilize his blitzing schemes and the packages and try to confuse Cooper Rush, who, the Giants now have film on Cooper Rush, where Cincinnati really didn't. But I think that Wink Martindale's ability to bring the heat. And it looks like we're going to be getting Azeez Ojulari and Kayvon Thibodeau for this game.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many snaps they're going to play. But just think of what we've been able to do, shutting down, not shutting down completely, but slowing down Derrick Henry and Christian McCaffrey, two of the best running backs in the league. It bodes well. I mean, I'm interested to see how Wink does this. I think this is going to be a very ugly, low-scoring, close NFC East smash mouth throwback type of game, which I love. Right. I'm a big defensive guy. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
Like a 17-13 type of game,
yeah,
right? Yeah, one
like
of those
that.
type of nitty-gritty games. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the average points allowed is 18 points per game. Both teams is averaging right at that. And then I look at you guys, average yards allowed is 205 and average rushing yards allowed is at 119. Both of those numbers, believe it or not, are mirroring what we average too. But I can tell you that first game throws off a lot of numbers. We playing against the great Tom Brady, who found the fountain of youth or what have you. And I can tell you this, Danny Jones or Danny Dimes, he ain't Tom Brady, nor he's Joe Burrows. So that should be a good additive of extra power for us.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Yeah, he's not either one of those guys. That's what was scaring me about Joe Burrow getting killed. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't like seeing that. So I'm thinking the Giants they're going to have to, like I said, they're going to have to run some misdirection. They're going to have to run maybe some 2 tight end sets, some jump up, something, some max protect at some point. The Giants' offense is kind of in disarray. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know if Galladay's playing. I don't know if Kadarius Toney's playing. Galladay had 2 snaps last week, and obviously that's been a big, thing over here. Is Kenny Galladay's not happy, and Brian Dable said, "I'm glad you're not happy that you didn't play."
Right.
So we'll see. Galladay's been a train wreck since he got here. Kadarius Toney has got a lot of skill, but for whatever reason, never sees the field and. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting matchup, and I'm so looking forward to this because it's Monday Night Football. Giants got to make a statement. If we want any kind of respect, we have to beat Dallas. Everybody's like, "Oh, the Giants are the worst 2-0 team ever. It's a joke and blah blah blah. It's a fluke." And listen, we're not great. I don't think any Giants fans going, "Yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl. We're going undefeated." It's nice to win games. This is a winnable game against the backup quarterback at MetLife Stadium, primetime Monday night. The Giants got to find a way to get it done. If they want any kind of respect, they can't lose this game.
I heard that if you guys win this game, there will be a parade on Fifth Avenue.
I will lead it.
You'll lead the parade.
I'll lead the parade.
The Giants. Here go the G-Man. It's a situation whereas I see the same team, right? I see the same Giants. Same old Giants, but you guys was down, 13-0 the first game. And I was sitting there like, all right, there go the Giants. But then I seen something else. I seen Wink kind of get back into his bag. I seen Brian Daboll, however you say his man's name, being greedy with it or risky, balls deep in it by going for it on the 2-point conversion.
Yes.
So for the win. That's a different type of team. And one thing I can tell anybody and everybody that's listening, when you have a new coach, it's about not just winning the fans, but it's also winning the locker room. So now your team is looking at it like, hey, we playing like that without Thibodeau, without Azeez Ojulari, how you say that man's name again?
Azeez Ojulari.
Without those boys,
Yeah.
And now that manifests into like a big ball of energy. So I was telling my people on my side, what we got to do is shut that all the way down. We got to make sure we jump on these guys. And if we are up, the game is not over with because you guys got that factor of resiliency because you got it out of the mud the first game. And truth be told, you got it out of the mud the second game.
Yeah, it's something that the Giants haven't shown is resolve.
Right.
And for the first 2 games, for them to come back and win the way they did, I've been saying all offseason, there's all this talk about the culture, and you want this guy and that guy. And I'm like, the hell with the personalities? But winning builds culture.
Right.
Winning builds culture. Confidence builds culture. And when you get a guy that wants to go for 2-point conversions and believes in his guys and he's aggressive and makes the players believe, okay, coach believes in us, we can get this done. They start believing in themselves, and it's amazing how far confidence can take athletes. You know what I mean? So Yeah, man, it's a different feeling here in New York. For sure. Let me get through a couple of these super chats real quick.
Mhm.
Manny, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. He says, do you realize he's talking to you? You're coming up on 30 years. That's coming.
I know
That's
it's
coming for sure.
Hey, before you read another comment, let me say this. I respect the Giants from this factor. The fan base from the Giants, y'all don't talk the trash that the Eagles and the Washington team talk, because I feel that you guys look at it like, hey, we got 4 Super Bowl rings. Hey, we ain't trying, we ain't worried, we ain't insecure about things. We okay.
Right.
We gonna
okay.
try to catch up with the Cowboys when we can. We don't have to talk about it. Our record proves it itself, right? But everybody else, the Eagles fans, they talk the most stuff, man.
They always talk.
Dog, they got 1 ring, and they want to talk all of this stuff.
That's Eagle fans. They talked all that stuff before they had a ring.
Yeah.
They didn't care. You would think that they had more rings than every team in the division combined. You think they were the Patriots, Fabian, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Says Friday night, sit back and enjoy the show. Let's go. Yeah. It is Friday night, TGIF. Thank you all for being here, guys and girls. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't done so. Hit the subscribe, ring the bell. More importantly, subscribe to Law Nation if you haven't.
You. So I can
sure, Mike.
Hey, can you hold that plaque up one more time? So I just want to get one of those, man. I just want to get there so bad. I'm holding up mine right now,
Make sure you subscribe to Law Nation. The link's in the description. I'm sure my mods are dropping it throughout, and I appreciate the moderators do fantastic work. Door Gunner, thank you, my friend. He says, Commanders fan, hate your teams. Love your channels. We appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah.
We appreciate it for sure. Kevin, thank you, my friend. He says, we got a couple of Commanders fans in here. He says, hail to the Commanders. Janice, my lady, thank you for the super chat. She says it'll be an exciting game to watch it on Monday Night Football. A lot of question marks about who's playing. Go G-Men.
Okay, the G-Man.
The G-Man. And Tommy, thank you, my friend. The super chat says the fact that the Giants are 2-0 with Richie James as the leading wide receiver gives me hope for the future. Just wait until DJ gets talent around him.
I thought it was Rick James, man. Okay, Richie.
Yeah. I mean, it could be Rick James.
Yeah.
You could call him Rick James, Richie James, but
he's the leading wide receiver so far for your team. I like the DB though. I like Adoree Jackson. I was high on him, and he's pretty good so far. So I think that he will cover CD Lamb, right?
I don't know if he shadows receivers. I think he's just the right side, which kind of worries me of Aaron Robinson. But Cordell Flott's done. Our secondary's actually done a lot better than I thought it would. There's a lot of question marks in that secondary. Wing Martindale's figured it out, but obviously CD Lamb could be a massive issue if he gets matched up on Cordell Flott or a guy like Aaron Robinson, because it's not like the Titans or the Panthers have a guy like CD Lamb. So even Michael Gallup is he playing?
He will be our X factor. So if we get Michael Gallup, everything stacks down now. We will have CD for our, and I know how you love CD.
I do.
CD will be our wide receiver 1, and then of course everything would trickle down from there. Noah Brown number 2, and then my guy Michael Gallup. And I think that those favorable matchups will work out for us.
Yep.
Especially
I think the CD Lamb one is a big one. I mean, I think that's why we got to get pressure on Cooper Rush, to make sure that he can't make those throws, because a good pass rush can hide an average to below average secondary. So if he has time to throw, it could be a long night for us, because you guys got legitimate wide receivers. And like I said, Pollard is definitely a threat out of the backfield. But I'm interested to see. Wink Martindale's been around a long time. So I think Wink will find a game plan to try to help out with CD Lamb. But obviously, if he blitzes and it's one-on-one coverage, that's something that we have to look at. So Baker Mayfield beat the blitz a couple of times to the tight end down the seam. But
I think Ryan Tannehill has some good looks against you guys with the play action. But you guys were just gritty. That's how y'all won that game, by just being gritty. I think that they got too cute on third down. They on 3rd and 1. They try to go wild card. They try to do some other razzle dazzle play on another 3rd down. And I'm sitting there like, you got big Derrick Henry for crying out loud. It's 3rd and 1. Just leave.
Yeah, those are bad play calls. The direct
terrible.
snap. I don't know what they were doing. And we did the same thing the other day. Same thing. We were running quarterback like sneaks or quarterback, straight quarterback runs with Saquon Barkley with Daniel Jones and just handing the ball to Barkley at the 2-yard line. I'm like, let's not get too damn cute. Just give the ball to Saquon, So I understand they try to outwit each other. Sometimes you're a little bit too smart for your own good. Sometimes it's just nice to just line up and run the ball when you got Saquon Barkley. So we'll see how it goes. Manny, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. He says, haha, officially a fan, Law Nation.
Appreciate you,
Let's go, Judge, number 61. That'd be awesome. That'd be great. Here's one of my favorites. Jonathan Turnoff with the super chat. Thank you, my friend. He's a big Philly fan. I'm sure he goes to your channel.
Okay. The Phillies.
He's Law and Bad Dog. Watch y'all say about my Eagles. They stink. Cowboys and Giants fans forget Eagles, 3 NFL championships. Watch y'all mouths. Go Giants for this week. Yeah, we got all the Eagle fans on our side this week. What do you think about that?
That's how y'all feel, Eagles? They jump on my team all day. Every time I go live, they come pay their rent. They say hello to me. They give me a view. And now they're going to pick the Giants. That's 2-0. What's wrong with you? The Phillies? Come on, man.
Eagle fan, I get a lot of Eagle fans who are like, the hell, F the Giants. But, man, I'm rooting for you guys to beat the Cowboys.
They just secretly love the Cowboys. Hey, by the way, I truly believe that you went back and watched that Lions versus the Phillies tape.
The Eagles?
I mean, the Lions.
Yeah,
the Lions
I was actually watching the game. It was on Fox up here, so I actually watched the game.
So did the Eagles won that game, or more so that the Lions lost the game?
I'll say this: the Lions are a lot better offensively than I thought they'd be, but that Eagles offense is—I hate to say it's really good. They have a great offensive line. AJ Brown's been eating. They got a really good running game. Listen, I don't think Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback, but that man looked great against the Vikings. And when you have 4 or 5 seconds to throw, it helps. Their offense is scary. I think that their defense is.
Are you willing to say it? That Jalen Hurts is now the second best quarterback in the NFC East?
I mean, he was last week. I ain't willing to say that. No, he stinks.
Okay.
Listen,
you and I are still good friends then.
Eagle fans come on my channel. Like, what do you think about Joe Hurts? I'm like, it was one game. Daniel Jones threw for 400 yards against the Saints last year. You didn't hear me coming out and go, what now, Daniel Jones? It's one game. Can we give the man more than one game?
Yeah. But to the Eagles, he is showing up a little bit better now this season versus last time. Yeah.
Which kind of worries. But again, A.J. Brown and a great offensive line will help.
Yeah, it will help. Yeah.
That's for sure. But listen, I'm not the biggest Daniel Jones fan, but I've been saying for years the Giants have done him no favors. His offensive line stinks. He doesn't have a number 1 wide receiver. The best thing that happened for Daniel Jones is a healthy Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, true that.
It'd be nice if we had an A.J. Brown. It'd be nice if we had a C.D. Lamb. It'd be nice if we had one of those guys. We have Kenny Golladay, who has as many touchdowns as the New York Giants as you and I combined.
Right, 0.
It's not helping. It's not helping at all.
Oh,
the big move. Thank you, my friend. I gotta get one of them soundboards. I gotta get one of those things. You just have to give me a tutorial on how to use it.
I will break it down.
All right. I need one of those. Big Moose says, think Golladay is going to see some action Monday. I do. I just don't know how much.
Oh, what about the other kid? Will he be playing Leonard Williams?
I don't think Leonard Williams is playing. And I see Garrett Cole just gave up another homer. Don't worry, Yankee fans. There will be a rant on Garrett Cole at some point. I know
he gave it up. Oh,
gosh. Yep. That is happening. That is happening. Chris, my friend, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Says, Law, tell him 11 opens it up for 92 and 90. Pluses equal 51.
Oh, wow. It's Dorrance Armstrong and, of course, DeMarcus Lawrence. He been feasting off of the Giants. I recall when he sacked Eli that year and he pushed the other guy out the way and still did his little dance. I think that D-Law is amped up to play against the Giants, and he haven't registered a sack yet. So I look at the average hold times of the quarterbacks, and so far Daniel Jones, he hold the ball for more than 3 seconds. Everybody else we played, they hold it less than 2. Well, right at 2. So we about to eat.
I want the Daniel Jones guys, like the Daniel Jones fans, to say Daniel Jones doesn't have any time in the pocket. Law Nation, could you repeat that stat? This is the Cowboys fan. Can you repeat that stat of how long Daniel Jones holds the ball?
He holds the ball for 3 seconds or more. Joe Burrow's right at 0.2 of a second less, like 2 seconds, and then I think Tom Brady is right 2.19-ish. So the ball is out quick. That escapes the flaws of the offensive line. And trust me, I like Evan Neals for your team. I like him. I like him. I think that he's going to go through some growing pains. He's a rookie for crying out loud, and I think that Evan Neal's got nothing but the truth for him. But what you guys can't do is expect him to shut down our defensive front when we rotating so many people in, and then they'll line Parsons in and shoot through the A or B gap. It's just too much for that man to eat.
Yeah, and that's a thing. See, that's a second longer. So I've always said that. Daniel Jones, that's one of my pet peeves, is he holds on to the ball too long. And even when him holding on to the ball, like, he doesn't scan the field. Like, I don't know what he's doing back there, but he can't hold on to the ball. Think about it. Joe Burrow was getting rid of the ball a second earlier than Daniel Jones.
A second earlier.
Six sacks, 7 sacks. How many times he gets sacked?
He got sacked.
That doesn't include how many times he got hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Brian Dable, Mike Kafka, their approach better be get that damn ball out of Daniel Jones's hands.
But here's the thing: when he do a quick read, you see the Amani Hooker. He caught that interception in the end zone. Yep. He was staring down Saquon. He didn't really look off the guy. He's frantic. He was like, I got to get that ball out of my hand. Yeah. And those are things that I relish. Those are things that I know for sure. Anthony Brown would jump routes, as well as, of course, Trayvon Diggs, who is itching for an interception. He was this close for getting one last week. But remember, that second, if it was 1 second late, 1 second, he would have caught the interception against Chase or T. Higgins. Yeah.
See, this is the thing, and again, it'll be difficult because our offensive line doesn't give Jones a lot of time. But I feel like you can beat the Cowboys and get big plays with a double move because they are aggressive, because they do want to jump routes. So if you can get Sterling Shepard on a quick hitch and go or something, you might be able to get behind the defense. But then it's up to Daniel Jones to make the throw, and it's up to the offensive line to hold the blocks. So it's difficult, but they can be had with their aggressive nature. They're aggressive in the front seven. They're aggressive in the secondary. It's all dependent on that offensive line and being able to run the ball and kind of alleviate the pass rush. So it'll be interesting to see. We haven't been able really to do that as far as blocking goes. The offensive line has been better than I thought it would be, but it still has a ton of work to do, no doubt. L.A. Lou, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. L.A. Lou. He says, Law Nation,
close to law.
I know of you and have seen you in passing, but I hear nothing but words of respect about you. Please tell us about your team as you see them. Dak, Zeke, coaching, and your team this year. Yeah, L.A. Lou is one of my favorites. He's a Rams fan.
He's a Rams? Okay.
Yeah, he's an L.A. guy, but he's the man. L.A. Lou's the man.
Yeah, I go to L.A. every year because we practice out that way. So shout out to you, L.A. My thing is I love our defense. I love Dan Quinn. I think that the Cowboys should never offer him a full head time, like a head coach. I like him better as a defensive coordinator. Less food on the plate. Mike McCarthy, he's right in the middle. I'm not high on him. I'm not low on him. But I am kind of like, okay, I understand that Kellen Moore is wet behind the ear, and Mike McCarthy can't put his foot down because we got Coach Jerry Jones, General Manager Jerry Jones, Owner Jerry Jones, Marketing Jerry Jones. So any of those guys can enter the room at any time and sully the waters. I truly believe that he's coaching from the press box, and he's saying, I need this guy to get touches, or I need this guy to be activated. So my thing is, if this team just can continue to win the way they won last week and not go with the flash, because Jerry Jones will go into that locker room and say, hey, I want 88 to get the ball, I want 13 to get the ball, etc. No, if we run the ball, stay bland with it, we have a strong chance in this division and in this playoff and beyond. That's
how long is Dak supposed to be out?
Experts say 6 to 8 weeks. Jerry Jones. Oh, I forgot the other Jerry Jones. Dr. Jerry Jones said 4 weeks. So, Dr. Jerry Jones said he'll be back. He's supposed to be back this week or next week. So I would say 6 to 8 weeks.
That was one of our jokes over here. We used to call Jason Garrett Dr. Garrett because everything that happened bad for the Giants, we just blame Jason Garrett on everything. Everything that went wrong is Dr. Garrett's fault.
Did he start the press conference? How you doing, guys?
I don't remember.
Oh,
I never watched his. I was always intrigued by Joe Judge's press conferences.
Oh, wow.
Myself. So, yeah, wow. Joe Judge.
Everybody run laps, The
head club, boy, did I give him hell last year on this channel. Oh, man, that guy had nowhere to go. I was all over
Judge,
him.
Man. Why y'all can't keep Judge, man?
Yeah, send him to the Patriots.
Come on, man.
Get rid of him. We should have sent him to you.
Back,
you guys could have used him. Thank you.
Yeah.
He says, oh, no, Brian Dable killed Kenny from South Park. I think Kenny might go beast mode on Monday night. I've been waiting for Kenny Galladay to go beast mode since we got him. So,
yeah.
What better time than to do it prime time against the Cowboys?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. JD, thank you for the super chat, my friend. I really appreciate it. He says, Law, I'm a dire Giants fan and co-host on Knicks Fan TV, which is the best. That's one of the best channels, not just the best, one of the best sports channels, one of the best channels on YouTube is Knicks Fan TV. They do it. That's like a professional show over there. They're amazing. They should have their own show. Like they should be on TV. For real. Yeah. That channel should be on television, like on MSG. That's where they should be. Support Bad Dog big time. I respect your grind. Go to you for Dallas intel and scouting every week.
Oh, wow.
What is your matchup to watch and a concern from the Dallas perspective?
Okay. Number one will be Saquon Barkley. Look, if you go back and watch the big runs that you guys were able to get out of there, it was 8, 9-man front. 8, 9 men in the box, I meant to say.
Yep.
I said, God, dog, he found a way to get out of there. And then in the Panthers game, of course, he was careless with the ball. Although it was a forward fumble, went out of bounds. I think that will be the angle way of the focus point for our team is to make sure we knock the ball out of Saquon Barkley's hand. That will be the focal point. But as far as our team, I think that we go back to ground and pound. I wish we had the philosophy of what the Cleveland Browns is doing with Chubbs and Hunt. Run the ball to open up the pass, get both guys in opportunities and favorable looks for the quarterback. I truly believe that Elijah Elliott, he got a lot left in the tank. And please, I want you guys to sleep on Tony Pollard. I want you guys to do it.
Can't sleep on him. Can't sleep on him. He's good. I wanted to take him in my fantasy team this year, but we didn't end up doing it. We didn't know how healthy he was, so we didn't end up doing it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
My guy Tutto, grazie paisano, grazie. He says, massive salute paisano, bad dog. Please suit me up against the cowards to put Scooby-Doo Rush and D Medical Gurney out on the game. All I need is half a chance. Tutto plays rugby overseas. That dude is an absolute beast. I keep telling him he should be in the Giants. He should be in the Giants, but he says he'd get thrown out of the NFL because he gets into too many fights.
So he wanted to beat down on my rush over here. Come on, man.
Shame.
Come on, man.
Shame.
Don't you know we got a Tyler Smith who rated one of the top left tackles out of all rookies last game? And I promise you guys, our offensive line is hitting. That's another thing that everybody have to pay attention to. Terrence Steele, hey, he's not reserved still now. He's not that 211. Terrence Steele is making some moves out there, and he will maul you.
Yeah. Chris, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. He says Gallup is playing that helps the rush big time. We them boys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, shout out to you, Chris, man. Yeah, Gallup played because I don't know your guys' concept altogether with Wink. Wink throws different things every other game. He's always on the move. I don't know if you guys are going to drop back in coverage. Will you stay in cover 2? Will you play the single high safety? Will you throw in some cover 3 looks? I don't know. But the number one thing to get Wink's attention will be to run that ball.
Oh, yeah. And that's the whole thing. We got to stop the run. We have to put Cooper Rush in third and long and blitz it because I think that we can force turnovers. I do.
Right.
Dashy says, I'm surprised you're not streaming the run. Probably tomorrow. They play at 1 o'clock, Dashy. I'm thinking tomorrow. I would like to be able to make the call on Judge's Homer. I know my wife and son are going to Oktoberfest. I'm not. We're going to hibachi for dinner, as my son calls it. He loves hibachi, loves it. He calls it hibachi. That's one of my favorite things about my diet is just Saturday nights. I can eat whatever I want, but it's just we go out as a family, and I just love having that dinner with my wife and son. It's just nice on a Saturday night to just go out, family time, and we were talking about it off stream. Family is number one.
Family number one. Yeah,
so it's awesome.
Yeah, and I was telling them my little one birthday is tomorrow too. So. And she'll turn big 6 tomorrow, and she's already got everything in order, like the unicorn, and she want me to do tea time, trying to put makeup on me. So
there you go.
It's just what it is. You gotta take one for the tea for the girls.
Of course, of course. It's all about the kids, baby. It's all about the kids. Our children are the same age. Like I said, my son just turned 5 in April. So they're about the same age. About the same age. Very nice. Johnny Letourneau, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Appreciate it. He says, you didn't say that, did you?
No way.
Okay.
Way.
He said, it's because when he says stop the cap, my friend, I'm like, Mark Holmes is a big Mark Holmes just runs out of content because he makes 47 videos a day. He doesn't know what to do anymore. So he's just like, I gotta make this video again.
No.
All right, so here's my thing is with this. I don't want to put Parsons into a box. Okay? LT, he changed the game. Shout out to Carl Banks. He did a unique thing too for your G-Man or what have you.
Yes.
And if anybody know me, I love the Cowboys. I started following the Cowboys for Everson Walls, right? And he went over to the other side with the Giants and got him one. Is that correct? Right? He got him one.
You did in 1990.
1990. So I'm not saying that I switched ships. I've still rolled with the Cowboys. Nevertheless, I think that what the Cowboys do with Parsons is unique. They line him up in the A gap. The dude lower 0. He can play the 1. He can play the 2. Look, Parsons is a unique weapon. If they wanted to play Parsons at safety, dog it, he will play safety. But I do not want them to put him into a box and say, okay, he is LT. I think that Parsons brings a lot to the table, and LT was LT, but let MP be MP.
Yeah, exactly. I always say, can we compare Micah Parsons to? Can we get Derek Thomas? Can we get Ray Lewis? Can we get Junior Seau? Can we at least build him up before he's Lawrence Taylor? I don't think people that compare him to Lawrence Taylor understand the impact Lawrence Taylor had on the game of football.
He is on pace for 34 sacks this season. So
if
he get that, man, he instead of LT, he's MP. Man, that MP.
Yeah, listen, if he gets 34 sacks, we'll talk.
Yeah, baby.
He gets 34 sacks.
Yeah.
We'll talk. No, listen, I did a video last year talking about some of the guys that I wanted the Giants to draft. He was right at the top of the list. I'm a defensive guy.
Right.
And I love Micah Parsons. And I said, coming out of college, I'm not calling the guy Lawrence Taylor, but he's the same size as LT, and he's disruptive. I mean, he can be an absolute game changer, and he is.
He is.
And that leads me right into this super chat by the Big Moo. He says, who do we take instead of Parsons? I can't remember. Well, our GM, Dave Gettleman, traded back to Kadarius Toney. Now, you got to look at it this way. We also ended up with Evan Neal or Kayvon Thibodeau. We would not have been able to get both of them. So I don't know who the Giants would have taken with their own pick at number 5. So So
Yeah.
just figure we would have ended up. I'm thinking we would have taken Evan Neal. We probably wouldn't have given Kayvon Thibodeau. So really, you're getting Kayvon Thibodeau and Kadarius Toney for Michael Parsons. That's what you're getting.
Let me raise you one.
Raise me one.
If you were to draft Michael Parsons, would you let him wear it?
56?
Would you let him wear it?
56?
Yeah.
Nobody in the NFL should wear 56.
Oh, wait a minute.
The whole number, the number should be retired from the NFL.
Hold up.
Nobody should wear 56.
You wouldn't let
Sacred.
him wear it. You wouldn't let him wear it.
Hell no. Hell no. He can wear a Lawrence Taylor jersey. Like he can wear 56 with Taylor on the back of it.
You do know that I heard the storylines of he will be out there at the game. And whatever you say, I think that Parsons, he may not admit it to the Cowboy fans, but I seen his earring. He wore the LT. He wore the same type of earring. And I know LBU. I get it, but I'm quite sure that he kind of patterned some of his tactics from LT. I kind of know that a little bit. So he's coming to play.
Yeah,
he's coming to play Monday night.
I have no doubt he wants to put on a show. There's no question about it. And listen, Lawrence Taylor influences a lot of outside linebacker. I mean, who doesn't want to be compared to that guy? Who doesn't? When you're sitting there thinking, I want to be compared to somebody, that's your guy.
Yeah, but I love your response when I say, "Would you let him wear it?"
Nobody should wear that number. No, nobody. They should just retire from the NFL. There's only 156 in my opinion. Only 156.
Hey, our 56 was pretty good though, but he wasn't on the Lawrence Taylor side. Hollywood,
Henderson.
Hollywood was a monster. Punt return, kickoff return. Yep. Hey, the dude was phenomenal. He just had his demons to get in the way.
Yep. John Kim, thank you for the super chat. He says, Law, do you think your rookie left tackle will have issues with a player like Azeez Ojulari? Smith is a strong kid, but he never seen speed rusher like Azeez. He bends well. Azeez is a sick athletic freak.
Yeah. You already know.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Let me tell you something, man. Did you know Shaq Barrett, you know what I'm saying, who I don't think that Ojulari is on the level of Shaq Barrett, right? Just level with me. I think that Tyler Smith did a good job with him. I think that he would do an excellent job against Ojulari or Thibodeau. I like Thibodeau. Let me ask you this, though. Your Giants media, they was being a little bit antsy of asking him, will he be ready for that moment to compare himself, I believe, to Parsons? Do you think that he's going to be on that type of level, Thibodeau?
I hope he's close. But listen, Micah Parsons is a stud. The kid's a beast. There is no, if you don't think Micah Parsons is great, then you're fooling yourself. I don't care if you like the Cowboys, hate the Cowboys. I don't care. If you like football, you like defense, there's no way you can watch Micah Parsons and not admire how great he is. And I will never deny how great he's been. But I'm not going to compare him to Lawrence Taylor. Nobody's Lawrence Taylor. I'm a Giants fan. He's my favorite player of all time. He don't get that yet. If he does this 10 years, 3 defensive players in a year, an MVP, a couple Super Bowls, then we'll put him in the discussion.
Right.
But after 16 games or whatever he's played, 18 games, he's been great. But J.J. Watt was great for like 5 years, and then what happened to him? So
kind of creeped in.
So you never know. So let's let, like you said, let's let Micah Parsons be MP. Yeah. And let's see what he does for his career. But so he's off to a hell of a start, and he's a hell of a player. There is no question. He scares the shit out of me.
I know.
He does. He does.
Man, that speed and that Euro step as a freaking outside edge guy. A Euro step like he's crossing up folks. But Thibodeau, I think that they put him in an uncomfortable situation of asking him that question there, though.
Yeah.
We'll
see. I'm very anxious to see him play. I know Giants fans are anxious to see him play. I'll be watching the game in a diaper because I'm going to be sketchy. Ask my son, buddy, can I borrow one of your nighttime diapers?
Nighttime. It depends.
Stu, thank you for becoming a member, man. I appreciate you. Stu Vision, welcome to the Dog Pound. Dog Pound members, you know what to do. Welcome Stu Vision into the kennel, baby. We got another one. Let's go. Sebastian, thank you, my friend. He says, don't forget that Michael Strahan was also a very scary player. Yeah, he was.
Man. Absolutely. That dude just never retired, man. I think he can still play football.
Yeah.
In the gap.
I know.
Strahan, he was just phenomenal, man. The NASCAR package, we adopted that, by the way. We taken that philosophy.
Yes, I saw it.
And your boy Joe Burrows and all of those guys, they don't have a plan to that. On 3rd and long, you put in 4 edge rushers on the field at the same time. I got a guy by the name of Vach Lombardi. If you guys haven't heard of him, he called it the what do we call it? The end days or something like
the
end. So it's real, man. It's a real deal when you got these guys to come out there and get to the quarterback all speed. It is what it is. You can't stop that. The end game, that's what we call it, the end game. I call it the end days. The end games. Boy, shoot. Yeah.
I had Vach Lombardi on the channel a couple of years ago. When I started doing the roundtables, he was one that I did like after you guys.
Okay.
But the roundtable we do, like I've said that before, that I felt like us four had really good chemistry. So I like the one that we do. Yeah. And I tell you what, all I keep thinking to myself is just keep it up, Giants. Just stay competitive so that when we do this in the middle of the year, when we have the Super Friends again, I can talk some smack. I have to just sit there at the bottom of the screen with a bag on my head and not say anything.
Yeah.
I would have a voice this time, you know?
Yeah, they call it the Thanos package in the end game. Okay, appreciate y'all, chat. And shout out to DAM, man. He dropping $50 in the super chat. I thank you so much. He said the Lions will eat, and the lion is, you already know who the lion is, and the lion is always hungry. The lion is always hungry. That's Parsons, by the way. Appreciate you for the super chat.
This is going to be like I said, this is going to be an old school throwback defensive smash mouth game. I can't see either offense lighten it up in this one at all. Tutto, grazie, paisano. With the $20 super chat, he says, Big Brother Law, there ain't any solid wall that can stand on my way no matter how tall. 5th-year all-defensive pro, first-team European Conference. Check out the hardest rugby hits, 21-22, and judge for yourself. Slay O-lines all day.
Okay. Well, we have open invitations, man. Come on out of training camp.
I would love to see it. Yeah. I was saying I want to see some of Tuto's greatest hits.
So I had to go to YouTube and type in Tuto's greatest hits.
What do you say? Go back to that real quick. Hardest rugby hits, 21-22.
Okay, we'll look it up, man. We'll look it up.
Rugby is a tough sport.
Rugby is a tough
sport. Yeah. By the way, we got 407 in the house. Hit the like if you haven't done so. What was it, 200? We're 25 away.
Come on, y'all. Hit that like button. Do us a big, big favor, man.
Hit it on Law's end, too. Hit it on Law's end as well.
Slap that like button. Tell it to lean over and slap it.
That's right. Slap it. It's free. Don't cost nothing to do that. It's free.
Slap that like button. Let it jiggle a little bit.
Yeah, why not? Donovan, thank you, my friend. He says Cole and Boone are ejected from the game. Yeah, I didn't see that. I see it's the bottom of 7, and I see Marwan Gonzalez is up. So I am keeping an eye on the judge watch.
Man, they eject. That must be a good one, man. What happened? Give us a play-by-play.
I'm guessing it's balls and strikes. It's usually what happens, is my guess.
Okay.
Stupid game. The game's on Apple, which sucks. I don't have it on my television, but I do get it on my phone.
How you like that Prime thing, though, on Thursday night?
I hate it. I don't understand why we have to. I mean, I have Prime anyway, but why do you have to pay for Prime to watch a Thursday night football game?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Why are you doing that to fans? They don't. I thought the whole point of having Thursday night football so that you got more eyes on the football game, and now you're making people pay for it.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Stu, thank you for the super chat, my friend. I appreciate you. As an Eagles fan, nobody wears 56 in Giants blue, even the Eagle fans.
That's a mighty roar from the Eagles fan,
Even the Eagle fan. Listen, Eagles fans, the one thing I love about the NFC is we hate the hell out of each other's teams, but I always say there's a lot of respect. This is the most successful division in the history of football. Every one of our teams has won a Super Bowl. No other division can claim that.
Right.
And one thing I can say is I know Eagle fans hate it, but I've never seen an Eagles fan not give Lawrence Taylor any respect in this. They all say, Philly 500 is always like, I love Lawrence Taylor.
Who is your most respected Washington player and Eagle player and Cowboys?
For Washington, probably Riggins.
Riggins? Mm-hmm.
I love the John Riggins. I like Doug Williams a lot. Riggins was just as I started to watch football, he was retiring.
Right.
I always liked the pasta. I got Ricky Sanders, Art Monk, Gary Clark. I was like, but for me, it's probably Darryl Green.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Darryl Green. That dude gave us fits at 5'0", and with that speed, he was just terrible. Terrible for us.
Eagles, I was always a big Eric Allen fan. I loved Eric Allen. I mean, John LeTurn the Phillies ace, he actually bought me an Eric Allen jersey, which he's always like, when are you going to put that on? I'm like, I just hang it in my closet. I ain't wearing it. I did bet Philly 500 last year that if we beat them, he had to stream in Giants blue. And if they beat us, I had to stream with that jersey on, and we beat them. It was like one of our only wins last year. It was beautiful. The only thing good that happened to me in the last 5 years was beating them and not having to wear that Eagles jersey.
Yeah.
So
let's respect out of that.
And then with the Cowboys, I mean, if I had to go back,
the most respected Cowboy fan,
most respected Cowboy player.
Not fan, but a player. I mean, it's a player.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably going back. Like I hated the '90s Cowboys. I can't lie. I hated them all. But
too many, huh?
I mean, DeMarcus Ware.
DeMarcus Ware.
I always thought DeMarcus Ware was pretty damn good. I like DeMarcus Ware. And then you got to go back. Even though Staubach was before my time, a lot of respect for Roger the Dodger. I mean, Tony Dorsett. He's another one.
Okay, you going back? Yeah.
Harvey.
Don't tell your age to everyone now.
Yeah,
you look like you're my age in your 30s or something.
I'm 46. I've been around a long time. They all know that I'm old. I'm one of them get off my lawn guys. Now.
Get off of my lawn.
Get off my lawn. I think the Giants got to tell the Cowboys on Monday, get off our lawn. Giants in a new lawn. That turf is terrible over there.
No doubt.
Dashy, my friend. Thank you, brother. He says, Brian Knight did eject Garrett Cole and Aaron Boone from the game. They're not only angry, they're hot and pissed. I'll have to watch it. Dashy knows every umpire that ejects the guys. I don't know how the hell he does it. But he does it.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Tuto usually throws a super chat, says slap and kick the stinky Eagle fans out the door.
Yeah.
I see my guy Lucas in the house. Kenny Tompkins, what's going on? Authentic, big shout out to Authentic. They got a great channel over there. If you guys haven't subscribed to Authentic, make sure you go over there and subscribe. He does a little show called The Parlay with Authentic and The Beard. The Beard is a Commanders fan. And, of course, he does a giant overreaction on Mondays. And when I get a chance, if I take a late lunch, I always pop in. I don't usually comment because I'm in my office, but I usually put the earphone in. I listen to Authentic Talk. I don't really comment in there because I don't want to act like what are you doing over there? So I just listen to it and put work screen on, but Andrew, thank you for becoming a member, brother. I appreciate it. Andrew Babrowitz, I hope I said that right.
That's it.
Welcome to the Dog Pound members, you know what to do.
You already know. I got you for the Dog Pound. Here we go. There we go.
There we go. That's what I'm saying. I need one of them. I need one of those.
Yeah, the Dog Pound bark right there. There we go.
I need one of those for sure. Is this is Aaron Judge.
What do you got? Wait, he's up.
Singled. Yeah, he's singled. He's singled. I've never seen their crowd get so disappointed when a guy gets
right.
hit.
He get his own face. God no.
L.A. Lou, thank you so much. He's a little older than me. He says Art Monk, Roger Staubach, and Harold Carmichael. Those are his Washington Cowboys and Eagles. Obviously.
Yeah, a lot of respect for Roger. I mean, and Art Monk, of course, and Harold.
Yeah. I think I've asked you this before. Who is your favorite Cowboy of all time?
Oh wow! In no particular order, I would have to go with the triplets, and then of course I'm telling my age now. I love the triplets, and then of course you got to throw in Prime. I don't really like Prime like that because he played for so many teams, but I do like the position that he played in because I played DB, so I kind of like Prime, and of course Woodson. So it's a long list for me, man. I'm homering that thing all the way up.
Yeah. Yeah, I God, as a Giants fan, I hated those guys.
But
And the reason,
Everson Walls was the reason why I followed the Cowboys though in the
yeah,
early '80s though.
I mean, for me, there's a reason. So when I was growing up in the '80s, I didn't really mind it. Like the Cow, I didn't dislike. Like I didn't like the Cow. I've always hated the Eagles since I can remember.
Yeah,
I've
me
always
too.
hated. I hated Buddy Ryan. I hated the Eagles. I
Mhm.
always hated the Eagles with a passion. The Cowboys, I didn't mind so much because, like I said, I liked Tony Dorsett and I
Yeah,
liked Herschel Walker, and those guys didn't had Too Tall Jones.
yeah.
They didn't really bother me. I didn't like them. They didn't really bother me. But when I got into high school, because I hated the 49ers in the 80s because everybody was a bandwagon 49er fan.
Right.
I hated them. So I was saying my favorite Giants game of all time was the 1990 NFC Championship game, more so than the Super Bowls because we ended their dynasty. We ended the Niner dynasty. So I loved it. But then Niner fans a couple years later all became Cowboy fans. And it made me hate. It made me hate the Cowboys with a passion.
Cause they jump ship. Yeah, they jump
Oh,
ship.
there's a lot of it up here. I mean, I live in upstate New York, okay? And I always joke around when I get the Cowboys guys in there want to give me a hard time in the chat. I said, listen, I go, you're the biggest fair weather fan base. I know. I live in upstate New York. I'm on the Massachusetts-Vermont border. Massachusetts, right? So the Patriots have won 6 Super Bowls here since 2000. Well, I don't see any extra Patriots fans anywhere. They've always been about the same. I barely see Patriots fans up here. But when the Cowboys are good, you would think I lived in Dallas. And when they're bad, they're nowhere to be found.
They disappear. I feel you on that. My guy Stephen Cowboy says, "Law, you forgot the cheerleaders. You know, Law loved the cheerleaders.
Well, listen, I'll give Dallas that. They got good cheerleaders. We don't have cheerleaders.
I heard you guys. It's too cold out there to shake it.
We don't have cheerleaders. Too cold. Philadelphia's got cheerleaders. It's just cold there. But yeah, obviously the Cowboys got good cheerleaders.
Yeah, we do.
I don't think any warm-blooded male is going to argue that.
Right.
We'll give you that one.
Yeah. So appreciate you for that one, man.
Yeah, we'll give you respect on that one. John, thank you, my friend. He says, Bear Dog, did you hear Eric Adams wants to tear down MSG? I did not hear that, and they should never tear down Madison Square Garden because it is the mecca of sport. How could you possibly think about tearing Madison Square Garden down?
Yeah, no, they can't do that to that,
No, somebody needs to tear Eric Adams down. It's not just, basketball and Rangers hockey there. I mean, you had wrestling there back in the day. It was huge. Boxing. I mean, come on, man. You can't tear down Madison Square Garden at all. Tutto grazie, paisano. Grazie says, Kev, please make an official announcement on your live show. We'll be at the Link January 8th, the Giants game. All boys losers, pull up and show up or shut the hell up. Yeah, don't mess with a group of Italian guys.
I'm not going to mess with him.
Not you.
I'm gonna get hired gun or just hire somebody else to come over there, man.
Listen, I always tell people, like, if you see an Italian guy in a suit, just go the other way. Sometimes I like to wear a suit just for that reason. I live in Saratoga County, so you go up to the racetrack, you see the guys in the suits. Once in a while, I like to dress up and just look really nice, and people probably like, I don't know what that guy's doing. The guy's probably fixing a horse race. I'll just move away from him, or they'll look over my shoulder. What's he about? I know something that other people don't know. I don't know. Daniel, my friend, thank you, brother. He says, guys, Parsons and Diggs injury concerns.
Nope. Parsons had a slight cold, right? And I think he'll shake it off. He's under 25, Yeah. And Diggs was nicked up, but he was at practice today, so everything is okay.
Waterfly says, I'm basically in Canada. Well, I'll be honest, Canada's closer to me than Buffalo.
Buffalo, yeah, from where you
Buffalo is a good 5.5, 6 hours away. Toronto is like 4. So Yeah. I'm halfway up the state. I'm not all the way up. No, I'm not. I'm like right in the middle. I'm in the capital region. It's, a little north of Albany. So it's like I'm way up there, but I'm not in the city either. We have trees and we have our own cars up here. We have backyards and, we don't live in a concrete jungle. We have grass.
I bet you it's cold up there when winter hit, though. Yeah.
It's cold today. It was like 56 degrees there. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, it's supposed to be in the 70s. September's supposed to be really nice.
Winter is coming.
You're getting a little fall chill right now.
It's 95 just like 30 minutes ago, right before we jump live.
I'll take it. I love the heat. I love the heat.
Well, come on down to Dallas. We got enough
I'm
room
coming
for you.
down.
Come on down, Dallas.
I'm coming down. One of these years.
Yeah.
One of these years.
Now we do a Cowboys Experience event on every home game. So when we ever play the Giants, come on down, man, for real.
Listen, when my son gets a little older and I have a little bit more time, those are things I want to do. Okay, I would love to go to a Dallas game and meet up with guys like you and whoever else.
Right.
I think that'd be awesome to go down there for that experience.
Right.
For sure. I would love to go down there. It'd be awesome. I would love that because I would love to visit Dallas. I've never been to Dallas. My wife went to San Antonio years ago. She loved it. I don't know how close San Antonio is to Dallas because Texas is like a country. It's so big.
Right.
But
San Antonio's good. They got the river walk, and then come with full wallet. Because women be shopping. You can't stop a woman from shopping. Yeah. So the river.
I know that. I know that's right. I know that's right.
Yeah.
Ryan, my friend, thank you, brother. Here's his 3: McNabb, Clinton Portis, Jason Witten. Yeah, Witten's a good one. Witten was a Giants killer. All the respect in the world for Jason Witten, though. That's a good one, Ryan.
That's good. That's a good one. I respect that list.
Yeah.
McNabb was a thorn in our side for the first few years, and then
I hated McNabb. I hated him at Cuse. I hated him with the Eagles. Yeah. I hated Donovan McNabb. Hated him. I hated him. It's great. Sometimes you get the trolls, not just in the chat. I had a guy troll me all the way from Australia. He sent me a Dallas Cowboys t-shirt.
God, no.
I thought that was fun. I don't know who it came from. It just said it was from Australia, and I'm like, oh.
we I got my guy.
So this is what I get. I got a guy. I got Lucas. My guy Lucas, very generous guy. I mean, awesome. Bought me my scotch.
Wow.
Okay? Yeah, he buy. I mean, this is high-end scotch. He's like, dude, go get your scotch. He's the man. So he's like, go buy your scotch. So I got this guy from Australia buying me scotch, and then I got the other guy buying me a Cowboys.
I could think of one cube of ice and a good old cigar with that, man, on the patio somewhere. That would be nice, man, with that scotch. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't smoke the cigars, but because Philly 500 smokes a victory cigar, it made me do victory scotch.
Okay.
Which I was like, yes, that I can do. But I don't drink scotch very often.
Right.
Usually I buy one of these once every 2 years. I usually just have it on Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve. That's usually when I have a nice glass of scotch. But yeah, it is good with some ice. And the funny thing is, I put this background up real quick. I didn't even know this, but I didn't pay attention. But the ironic thing is, if you look at this background right here, this matches the background.
Oh wow!
I didn't know that when I bought it because I didn't know what box it came in. Yeah, but I just said that's meant to be. Maybe that's why the Giants are winning. Maybe
wait a minute now. Hold on.
I'm superstitious, Lord.
Hey, somebody send me some scotch, man, so the Cowboys can win all the way out now. Some scotch in the Cowboys blue, of course, logo. And teal.
Anthony, my friend, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. He says I can remember Bob Hayes, Bob Lilly. And I saw Y.A. Tittle and Gifford play in Old Yankee Stadium.
Man,
that's showing your age.
He's long in the tooth, man.
He's long in the tooth. I think he said he's 68 years young.
Okay,
my guy, Anthony, grazie, paisano, grazie. A lot of Italians in here.
I'm trying to catch up with him,
Hey, it's better than the alternative.
Yeah.
All right, that's what it is. Today's as young as we're ever going to be, Law.
True that.
Today's as young as we're ever going to be.
No lies detected.
No lies detected. Our kids are young, and it's as young as you're ever going to be, too.
True that.
Nikki, my friend, thank you, brother. My best friend just sent me a selfie of him, and he in 26. Oh, there you go.
Oh, wow.
So, nice. Saquon Barkley.
Penn State.
Yes.
Yeah,
Penn
Penn
State.
versus
And
Penn.
Who else came from Penn State? It's on Dallas.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Parsons. And Parsons could run the ball too. He can run. He could be a running back.
Now were they on this? No, Parsons just missed, right?
Yeah, because he's been in the
Barkley
league for
came
about
out in
6, 7
2018.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Barkley.
Kenny, my friend, thank you, brother. He says, my boy gave me 7 points, and he's got Dallas for 500. They'd have to win by 8. Did I make a smart bet? No.
Wait a minute. Yeah. We you don't do score predictions on your show, right? You don't do
Hell
score
no.
predictions.
I can bet like college football.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good, right? I'm not bad. I do okay. NFL football, forget it. I absolutely suck.
Mhm.
I cannot bet NFL football. So I tell people, you want to make some money.
Go to my bookie, you know.
Yeah, there we go. You want to make some money? Hey, there you go. There's a promo. Go to mybookie.ag. And when you guys deposit, make sure you use the promo code BADDOG, BADDOG. They'll match up to 100% of your, they'll double your first deposit all the way up to $1,000. So if you want to play $50, they'll give you $100 to play with. If you want to play $200 in there, they'll give you $400 to play with. What's better than free money? But you got college football tomorrow. You got the NFL football. You want to throw some money on the Giants, prop bets, parlays. You can go to mybookie.ag.
Go to my bookie.
Go to my bookie. But yeah, I think it's gonna be close, Kenny. I don't think either team wins by more than 7. I'll be surprised if either team wins by more than 7. I'm thinking like a field goal.
Yeah, but when I was looking at both of you guys' game, man, the Panthers game, you kind of took that one away, but it was really close. It was really close, and for some reason, you guys figure out ways to get those turnovers on special teams, right? And it's just jarring the ball out, just being aggressive. So I would tell my guy Cavante Turpin, if you don't feel right, take the knee. But if you feel right, because the boy from the Panthers team, he took it.
Yep.
He took it. He just fumbled it, you know.
He did. Lucas said, I'd never pay money for a Dallas shirt, maybe to wash the car.
Wow, Lucas, man. Lucas, man. Come on, man.
Yeah. When I switched directions on my channel, my son was just born. So we're talking like late 2017. And I always had, he wasn't even a year old. And I always had Cowboys, Eagles fans telling me, I'm gonna send little bad dog an Eagles onesie, or I'm gonna send little bad dog some Eagles gear. I'm like, perfect. I could use diapers and spit rags. I need them. So that's what I use those for. He ain't gonna wear those. You want to give him some Cowboys diapers? That's fine.
You better be careful, because he may pull a Louis T on you.
Nah.
You know.
He don't have a choice. Giants, listen, he, as far as basketball goes, he can pick whoever he wants, because I'm a Knicks guy, but that's just me. I chose the Knicks. My dad, casual. My grandfather didn't care about basketball. Right. The Giants and the Yankees are in my blood. It started with my grandfather. He was around for the inception of the Giants. He watched Babe Ruth play. Then obviously he passed it on to my dad. My dad passed it on to me. So the Yankees and Giants are in my blood. The Knicks are just something that I picked up. And little bad dog picked out a Lakers hat, and I thought that was amusing, because I stream all the Laker games, and even though I'm a Knicks fan, which, by the way, a week from Monday, Lakers and Kings preseason. So Laker Dog's on his way back too.
Laker Dogs.
Dog.
I don't like the Lakers. I love them. So that's my team. And of course, I know I get all of the flack, because people say, well, you just a front runner because you like the Lakers and the Cowboys, right?
Yep.
And they probably assume, hey, Law, you must like the Yankees too. But I'm from Mississippi. We don't have teams in Mississippi.
Right. I didn't know you were from Mississippi.
Yeah, I'm from Mississippi. So
I didn't know that. So you Ole Miss fan?
No. I went to JSU, so and then a little bit closer to me, it was more of a Mississippi State tie. So gotcha. Mississippi State, JSU. But I watched the Ole Miss football team in USM. Down there where Brett Favre is at.
Gotcha. So I was gonna say, so Eli Manning fan. Ole Miss.
Oh, yeah.
Dak Prescott, Mississippi State. So I'm a big college football fan. I love college football.
Clinton Portis is from Mississippi, and he was doing a hell of a good job at some JUCO down here. So, yeah.
John Kim says, don't forget about, the Rangers, obviously. It's another one, though. That's just kind of something that I follow. It's same thing with the Oklahoma Sooners. I just kind of follow the Sooners. But I get the same thing when I tell people I stream the Lakers. oh, Yankee Laker fan. I'm like, I'm a Knicks fan. I have to say that all the time. And even I got my mods actually have disclaimers that they post in the chat. It says Bad Dog's a Knicks fan. The reason he does Laker games is because he has a wife and kid, and the Lakers play late at night.
Right.
So when I was streaming basketball games at the beginning of my channel, I was doing it wrong. I was revolving my life around YouTube. I had it backwards. I'm like, I got to revolve YouTube around my life.
Your life.
So the best way to do it was to stream 10 o'clock basketball games.
Yeah.
The Lakers were on ESPN all the time because LeBron had just gotten there. So I was like, I'm doing the Lakers game tonight. I'm doing the Lakers game tonight. I'm doing and someone said Laker Dog. And I said, oh, you know what? Why don't I just buy the NBA League Pass and do the Lakers every game that I can do? And then LA Lou made his hat, sent it to me, and the rest is history. So,
tell LA Lou to send one my way too.
There you go. LA Larry is right there. There it is right there. Bad Dog is a Knicks and Yankee fan, but their time cut. That's why I don't do the Yankees because they play at 7 o'clock. I work a full-time job. I go to the gym. I don't have time to do 7 o'clock games. Things are different. If I was a single guy or, I did YouTube for a living. Yeah, I'd probably do all the Yankee games and all the Knicks games, but it's just it worked out all right.
Yeah.
And not to mention, doing the Lakers kind of gets me away from my teams.
Yeah.
Even though I listen, I'm not gonna lie, I go attached to the Lakers. I've been streaming them this will be my 5th season streaming the Lakers. So obviously I get attached to them. I want them to win, not when they play the Knicks, but I want them to win when I'm doing the games because it makes it more fun. But yeah, that's how I ended up doing the Knicks. But that's the disclaimer right there to let people know. And it's in the chat. It's in my description. I'm a Knicks fan, but Joe Buck's a Cardinals fan. Didn't stop him from doing national baseball games.
Right. Didn't stop him to do it all. And I think that he's phenomenal. I got Chris Davis over here. He said, hey, OU. He's an OU guy. So we got a lot of people that's OUs. I got a lot of Roll Tides over here too. So
there you go. Yeah, OU. The same thing. Like, how'd you become a Sooner fan? I'm like, listen, I hate Syracuse. That goes back to my Big East basketball days. I was a Georgetown fan because of Patrick Ewing. So that shows you how old I am. Patrick Ewing, Alonzo Mourning, Dikembe Mutombo, Allen Iverson, John Thompson. I was a big Georgetown guy. So obviously I hated Jim Boeheim at Syracuse. I hated St. John's. I hated UConn. I hate Syracuse. Rutgers is nothing. I always liked college football, never had a team. And then 2005, I saw Adrian Peterson. And I said, I just want to watch this kid play. And I just said, I find myself watching Oklahoma every week and rooting for him. Like, why don't I just become a Sooner fan? So I've been a Sooner fan since 05.
Gosh.
Waiting for him to win that title. Wait, close a couple times. No. It just hasn't happened. M. Wall says, ever wake up the family? Yes. Have you ever woken the family up yelling at the TV? I can't see you yelling at the TV though.
No, my voice really carries, so I try to mask my voice a little bit, but she will open the door and just give me that stare like, really? Yeah, really. And I was like, well, all of the games are on Prime. So what I do is I make preparation throughout the day. The honeydew list, I make sure I grease everything I can and squeeze it out. So when I'm in here making all of the noise, because my studio is adjacent to the doggone bedroom, she said, the next time we get another house, I'm going to have to find a man cave, because the kids took over the man cave I'm supposed to have upstairs. But I'm telling you, she said, the next time we have another house, we'll make sure we build you a whole situation on the outside.
Yeah, that's what I need. We're actually looking to get a new house here eventually, pretty soon. But luckily for me, like, I'm downstairs. Like, I have a downstairs, and then they're all the way upstairs and then across the house. So when I'm down here, I when I'm streaming, they don't hear because I'm loud when I do the Lakers, so they don't hear it. But if I'm up there watching like a Yankee game and they screw up, she's gonna hear me. And my favorite is she always say, she'd always say, why are you yelling at the TV? They can't hear you.
Right.
She's right. But I'm like, you don't understand. You don't understand.
Yep. And I'm outnumbered though. It's 3 ladies to 1 guy. So I'm just like,
Yeah, I just got the one guy.
I'm going to give me a dog, man. Make sure it's a boy dog so we can at least even the numbers out a little bit.
Bill, my friend, thank you, brother. Bad Dog, you just hit your 100K. How far is Law? Law's a little more than 14,000 away. So make sure you subscribe to Law Nation.
Man, y'all help me out, baby.
By the end of the football season.
Come on, y'all help me out.
Get him.
Always hungry.
It's a hell of an accomplishment, especially
appreciate
in this. Just to even get to the level you're at, this is hard. The sports community is so small on YouTube.
It is.
It's such a small niche. Like it's not like gaming or reaction videos of these guys that have millions and millions of subscribers. It's tough to build a sports audience, which is why I'm so grateful, for the support that I receive on this channel. I say it a lot, and it's never enough.
Yeah,
How thankful I am for all the guys and girls that are always in my chat, always supporting, always watching the videos and commenting and hitting the like button and all the stuff that they do. And obviously, anybody that donates to go above and beyond and do that is
it's crazy.
Extremely grateful because you don't have to do that. And the fact that anybody would means the world to me. So
and the thing is with us is that we can't control the outcome,
Right.
So if your team is losing
and my team has lost a lot.
Yeah, so for you to get to 100K and your team been losing, man, that is remarkable. But I know it's kind of off-centered, of course, because you do the baseball and the basketball. But neither here nor there, it's still a difficult task. Because if we did, like, let's say drama, like maybe some of those gossip stuff, man, we do TMZ reporting, we would have 100 or 200, 300,000, you know.
But the fun thing about it is, like I said, I have a full-time job, so this is just a hobby. It's fun, but I love this. The sporting community is so cool because I get to work with guys like you. I get to talk to Cowboys fans and Eagles fans, Commanders. We get to do that round table, which is one of my favorite things I do. I love being able to chop it up with you guys, talk a little smack, and have fun for 3 hours.
Indeed.
It's awesome to be able to talk to fans from around the country, to be able to hang out with literally thousands of people when we're watching a Giants game. It's like having, 4,000 your closest friends in the chat with you when you're doing a Giants game. It is the coolest thing ever. And when I do the Lakers, I literally have thousands of people from around the world in there. It's just so cool. That's why I love the sporting community. I think it's absolutely awesome. Tuto, I'm sorry. I missed it. LA Lou, they have a super chat. Appreciate it. He says, what should it say? Laker Law?
Yeah, Laker Law. Oh, that got a good ring to it. And let me help my girl out over here, Sadiq, she says, where can I go to support you? And I posted it in the chat on my side. So go to that link right there, Sadiq, and you'll find my guy Bad Dog. Let's
Thank
get him
you,
up to 200,000.
I appreciate it.
Let's get him up to 200,000. Y'all all go click that link. Matter of fact, I'll pin it to the top of my page here. Here we go.
You, sir.
Yeah, so y'all go there.
Yes, if you guys haven't done so, I should start doing that too. I can't get to it from here, but I should start doing that. But his Law Nations link is in the description, so make sure you guys are subscribing to him. Got the best voice on YouTube.
Oh man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Got the best voice on YouTube. If I'm driving home, I can just see it. It's like 78, 80 degrees. You got the window down. It's Friday. I want to just chill. Law Nation's going to take me home.
Hey, remember. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Tutto Grazie. He says, we're all Italian dire Giants fans are from Boyth. And the only way we calm down is to find any stinky boys losers and to give them a straight hard jab right on the butt.
Oh, my God.
If there's one guy that hates Eagles more than me, it's Tutto.
Tutto, man.
Yeah.
He said like a good guy to go out for drinks and eat, What's the favorite Italian dish over there, for you?
For me, it's veal parm. I love veal parm.
What is that?
It's veal. It's like chicken parm, but with veal.
Veal.
Veal is calf.
Oh.
It's a baby cow. Yeah.
Oh, okay, y'all eat that with y'all put noodles and cheese over
it. So it's breaded veal with sauce.
Uh-huh.
You throw some Parmesan cheese on it with a little bruschetta and some penne pasta, nice cold pepperoni. Now we're talking. Wash it down with a cannoli for dessert. Yeah. Now we're talking.
Well, y'all know how to eat, boy. Y'all Italians, boy.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
I thought you were going to say spaghetti or pizza or something,
No, okay. Who don't love pizza? Pizza's like
fantastic.
Yeah. Of course, spaghetti and meatballs. Without a doubt. I'm definitely a penne guy, but veal parm is my favorite. A lot of places don't serve it. You got to go to like an Italian steakhouse in order to get that. But a lot of regular places, they don't serve veal.
Okay.
But it is really good. Dire Giants fan, thank you for dropping the link to my guy, Law Nation. There it is right there. You guys go
Appreciate
subscribe
y'all,
to him. Let him know on Tuesday morning
Uh-huh.
that the Giants are 3-0. He'll
Jerry, what you say, Jerry? Jerry.
Get your damn act together. Get your damn act
Do you have a prediction? You have a score prediction for the game?
I'll save it for the day of the game, but I think it's going to be a close one. I think it's going to be a real close one. It should be a good game. You guys should be high on emotions, and the Cowboys on a resurge to get back to where they're supposed to be at. So it should be a good one, though. And of course, Saquon Barkley is 0-6 against the Dallas Cowboys. So continue to have Saquon Barkley out there. I love to see what he can do against our front.
We're due.
So he closer to his win.
We're due. I just have to text the boss real quick. She said she calls our son Kabachi now. She calls him my little Kabachi because that's what he just, instead of hibachi, calls it Kabachi, which that's what we're doing tomorrow is hibachi. I love that too.
Yeah,
Listen, there's not a lot of food I don't like. I like Chinese food, I like Japanese food, I love Italian food. Mexican food is probably my favorite. But I'm a big I like tacos and I love tacos.
So tomorrow will they make the volcano onion volcano?
That's what he loves. Yes.
Choo-choo. Yeah.
He loves that.
Flip the egg in the air, man. I love it, man.
Yeah. So it's funny. When you go to the hibachi, like there's always 3 of us.
Okay.
So usually they put another family with you, and they put another family with us. And my kid's 5. And this guy said that he was cool. He was a cool guy. I don't know, he was there with his wife, kids. He was talking to my son. We went to like this little carnival. My son got that skeleton face. The guy's like, "Oh my God, what happened to your eye?" That's joking around. So the guy's doing the thing with the egg, catching me on the back, and the guy says, "I can do that." My son says to him, he goes, "No, you can't."
You can't.
He's just like his dad. He's trash talking already.
Oh wow! At the age of 4 or 5 at that time, huh? Oh wow.
Yeah. No, my wife texted me. She said you got to turn the heat on upstairs because he's cold.
Already.
That's how cold it is. It's gonna be 46 degrees tonight. That's cold.
It's 95 out here in Dallas.
Give me some of that.
Okay.
Let's meet right in the middle.
We're
Right
trying.
here. Give me some. Kind of like the Eagles gave their Washington Commanders a division.
Give me
Give me a little of that.
Hey, that's what Kirk Cousins did. Like Kirk Cousins, come on, man. Granted, the Eagles look good, but Kirk Cousins looked terribly bad out there.
He stinks.
Oh
He's
my
terrible.
gosh, man.
He's Tutto. Tutto, grazie paisano. He says, Big Brother-in-law is a cool dude. We should invite Kevin Law and Authentic here to Italy for our playoff games. It would be awesome. That's a bucket list item for me. Is Italy. I got to go to the homeland at some point in my life. I got to go to Sicily at some point. It's got to happen. There's a lot of places I want to go in my life. Australia's a place I would love to visit, but that's too long of a flight. I can't be in the air for a day.
The land down under, Australia. Yeah. And shout out to you, Sailor. Thank you for the donation. She said I look like John David Washington. That's Denzel Washington's son. Well, from Ballers, appreciate you so much.
Usually you get James Harden.
James Harden,
Yeah, I saw someone in the chat earlier said, "Ben, James Harden." I saw it earlier. I think Kenny Tom. I think it was my guy Kenny. He's also in the 518 area code. He said, James Harden." Tell me a story about you getting a dinner or drink, whatever it was. Didn't somebody buy you dinner, or a drink, or something because they thought you were James Harden?
Oh yeah, man, L.A. That's a popular airport there, and of course, I sit down somewhere and they will open up their wallets. In certain parts of Dallas, they would say, "Hey, your money is not welcome here. It's taken care of from that lady over there or that gentleman there." And there's certain parts of, I'm not going to name the location, that I could just walk right on in. All drinks are free for me.
Nice.
So and that is at the Omni Hotel. I ain't gonna say which one. I don't want to get the man in trouble there, but
nice.
I appreciate it, for what I do for the nation in Dallas. I appreciate them. I'm what I say, A-list celebrity, B-list celebrity. I'm more of like the D, I'm on the bottom end, but I'm a mini celebrity.
There you go.
Literally,
I'm on
you know,
the
famous
I'm on the
celebrity.
Z list over
Z
here.
list.
The Z list. What is the? Ain't
I
nobody
would
buying
never
me.
be homeless, basically, because I got Cowboy fans everywhere. Somebody gonna take care of me, right?
That's actually
Somebody,
pretty
right?
awesome.
Yeah, come
That
on,
is
y'all.
pretty awesome. How many people? So a lot of people know who you are.
I believe so. I think that, you know, what happening here is that I got over 30,000 on my Facebook. I got over 30,000 on my Instagram. And then, of course, we right at 85 here. And if you add them all together, I think that everywhere I go, somebody done heard of me or seen me or think I'm somebody else. They think I'm John David Washington, or they think I'm, of course, James Harden, until I stand up, you know, because James Harden like 6'4", 6'5". I'm way far from there, you know.
Yes, yeah. Most people are not 6'4", 6'5".
Right.
Yeah, I've only had it a couple times where somebody's recognized me, and it's just I always say it's very humbling, and usually I don't know how to react when someone's like, "Are you Bad Dog?" I'm like, "Yes." It's just weird that someone like recognizes me, you know, but I do. I'm very average looking individual, so I just kind of blend in. I don't look like a celebrity, you know. I'm like I said, I'm 6 foot tall, 165 pounds, and you know, I just wear normal clothes. I don't stick out in a crowd.
Man, I stick out, man. I stick out like a sore thumb everywhere.
And the Cowboys
it's
are
the
really
beard,
popular.
man.
That's true. That's true too. But the Cowboys are really popular. Like I'm not saying the Giants aren't, but they're not the Cowboys. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. They're not the Cowboys.
I'm gonna clip that right there. They're not the Cowboys. Oh, you just gave me a good sound bite.
There you go. There you go. Perfect. VFR, thank you, my friend. He says, bring back the Jerry curl to the NFL. The dread fat eats Deion Sanders, Jerry curl. Yes.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Bring back.
Bring back the Jerry curl to the NFL.
Yeah.
Lester Hayes. Deion Sanders.
Yeah. Yeah, bring it back. Yeah, okay, I feel it. You know,
I can't grow any hair anymore anyway, so it just doesn't matter. I can't do anything. You know. SK18 says, "Dog, I know you don't do pies for the game." Oh, that's not what I wanted to read. There was another one from him I wanted to read. Where'd it go?
Oh wow,
where'd it go? Barbecue for the game on Monday. I don't eat barbecue. Like, where did that go? That's what I wanted to read. He says, "Bad Dog, you come out to LA, we got you at the Bryants." I appreciate you.
Okay.
I appreciate you. Yeah, if I went to LA, I might get noticed. I can tell you this. If I went to the Philippines, I'd get noticed.
Okay. Yeah.
Because the Lakers.
The Lakers.
And I think I would stand out there. I'm not going to look like anybody there.
But LA is West Coast Cowboys, you know. It's just it's Cowboys City over there, you know.
Yeah. Bobby, one of my favorite Eagle fans. What's up, buddy? He says,
Bobby!
What up, Bad Dog? Just wanted to tell you both, you knuckleheads, Eagles are taking these.
Man.
They are.
It's the Eagles, man. You know what? Every year, the Eagles start off like that.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Because every year the Eagles, look, last year we faced the Eagles. They had T-shirts, hats, everything, beat Dallas. They was undefeated. And then all of a sudden, by the end of the game, they taking off their shirts and their hats, and it was over with for them. Shout out to them, though.
They are good this year, though, man. They credit.
But think about it. Like I said, the Panthers, they started off 3-0.
Yep.
They had the number 2 or the number 1 defense. And my Cowboys supposed to fold up like a wallet or a lawn chair against them. And then we played the same. And we played the same music. So, granted, the Eagles, I do like what they did the first 2 games. I'm not studying or denigrating that. I think that they revamped a lot of things that they did. They had a hell of an offseason, acquiring A.J. Brown, White, and all of those other boys, and especially Big Jordan Davis to be in that rotation up front. And you win by the trenches, but we'll find out. Look. You don't want to peak in September and October, by the way. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah. Listen, I'm just glad the Giants have a peak, even if it is in September. We haven't peaked in 5 years. So, normally at this time.
That's a different story for the G-Man. It's a different story for y'all. It's been since 2016.
Yeah. Somebody said the Giants are this year's Panther. I mean, we could be, but I'm just I'm glad the funny thing is, like, I get so many guys tell me, oh, you're negative, you're pessimistic, all this stuff. And I'm like, listen, I'm just telling you what's going on. The Giants have won 22 games in 5 years coming in the league. What positive do I have to talk about? This year they're 2-0, and I'm thrilled. Like, I don't think we're great. I mean,
right.
Whatever, but we're 2-0, so I'm happy we're winning games. And I still get people in the chat, Giants fans, why are you excited, man? They still suck. They're no good. I'm like, God, you think some of these guys think I'm negative? I mean, we're 2-0. There's some Giants fans like, oh, you suck. This is terrible. This team sucks. Daniel Jones terrible. I don't care. We're winning. I don't care how we win.
It's good. No lie, it's good to be on that side of the table, though. Undefeated and people still crying about it. Yeah, it's good to be on that side.
It definitely is, because we're not usually on this side of things. I have a note. Talking Giants is actually tomorrow. Chris texted me today, and like 7:00, just said we'll do it tomorrow, because he was on with Patricia Traina earlier. So that is tomorrow. We will do that, and then of course Monday is the big game. So I didn't get. Did you have a prediction for the game?
I got a prediction. Cowboys win. That's my prediction for the game.
I'm going to go the other way. Giants win.
Giants win. I'm going to tell you, a giant loss for the Cowboys. It'll be a giant loss. But I tell you what, I really like to pick up Brian, that ball. Remember, we did the round table, and I was saying that, hey, believe it or not, I can see that you guys are starting out a whole lot better than what you guys think that you may be at, So
that was a big thing for the Giants. I remember during the preseason games, there was somebody even in the chat that mentioned it feels weird to have like a real coaching staff. You could feel the coaching staff is different. And one thing I'll say is, then I've said this a lot, I know you're broadcasting this on your channel, but the Giants, they got it right. Like, they finally, to me, they have it right. Now, I know some guys like Bad Dog, remember, don't fall in love with Dable. You fell in love with Joe Judge, which is true.
Right.
Joe Judge got me hook, line, and sinker. Right. I was a Joe Judge fan. And then as soon as you do that challenge against Denver on the scoring play, that was it. He lost me the whole year. I was on him like a pit bull on a poodle. Yeah. I would not leave him alone. But guys like Joe Shane and Brandon Brown, the guy we got from the Eagles, which I think is such an underrated signing, because you saw what he did with Philadelphia. You saw the way they fixed the offensive line, and he had a lot to do with that. And you saw the way Joe Shane and Brian Dable were able to build Buffalo up to what they are.
Yeah, true.
Having a young 21st century analytical mind in the front office is big for the Giants. And I think the fact that John Mara has given Joe Shane some autonomy. They demoted Chris Mara, from that was huge, because Chris Mara has been a major problem. The Joe Shane fired two of the head scouts for the Giants and brought his own scouting department. So the fact that they're letting Shane kind of do his own thing, they cut their two best players, Blake Martinez, they cut him at the end. Bradbury, we couldn't afford to keep, but these are things that we normally wouldn't do. Not playing Kenny Golladay and playing Richie James and David Sills over him and Kadarius Toney. Nobody would think to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So they're changing things here.
Yep.
And again, I think it speaks volumes that they want to bring in their own guys. They want to set their own standards. They want players that fit their scheme. And they've made it a point immediately. We're not picking up the fifth-year option on Daniel Jones. We're cutting Blake Martinez. We're not going to play Kenny Golladay. We don't care. We might cut him next year and save the $6 million. We might try to trade it, Kadarius Toney. Redraft the Wan'Dale Robinson. Kadarius Toney's not our guy. That type of thing. So I think the Giants are right. That's what I think Giants fans should be optimistic about, is that no matter how this season turns out, it started out great for us because we haven't been above 500 in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that you got the right guys in place. And now it's up to them to build a team. But I think you're seeing the beginnings of the Giants coming back, which Giants fans, we deserve it, Giants fans. Let's face it. We have dealt with 5 years of absolute hell. We have been an embarrassment to the NFL, a speed bump in the NFC East. And Giants fans, it's time to make a damn statement on Monday night on prime time in front of the world with the Color Rush jerseys. Beat Dallas's ass. That's that.
Okay, you had to get it out, man. Get it out, man. Get it
I had
out.
to do it.
You
I
are
had to pump
inflamed,
him up.
MP. Come on, baby.
Pump him up. Put me in that locker room. I'll get him to run through a wall, Law. Let me get in there. Mo, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. He says, bad dog, you the man. How can I be the man when you the man? He says, love your content. Thank you. Appreciate that. If we had the chance this offseason, how would you feel about Lamar Jackson and the Giants? I'm actually doing a video about that. Obviously, yes. Obviously, yes.
They are at odds, and then you guys put the Danny back against the wall, let him know that, hey, pretty much this is a resume filler for him, right? 31 other teams get a chance and opportunity to see him play, and if he does extremely well, you guys can re-sign him. If he don't,
you can tag him.
Then
we can
tag him, or you can just let him, trade him, tag him and trade him, however you want to do it.
Exactly.
There's so many options with that fifth-year option.
And that is the thing with Daniel Jones, is that they decided, hey, he's our quarterback, and we're going to see how he does. That's really it. Now, I don't think he's coming back here. I don't. Even in the first 2 games we've won, but he hasn't been great. He hasn't been bad. He hasn't been great. He's been average to below average. He's definitely, the first game, his statistics are great, but he turned it over twice. Had the bad interception in the end zone, and he's missed some throws. He's missed some open guys, but he's also shown resolve and some guts. He got chewed out by Brian Dable on that interception in the end zone. He brought him right back down and scored the game-winning touchdown in the 2-point conversion. And then, last week when we needed a drive, when Carolina took the touchdown lead, he drove us right down the field and we scored a touchdown. So that is definitely something.
So what you're trying to say is he just needed hard coaching.
I think that helps. It's funny. I was like, when I did my post-game video, I said, I don't know if this happened in Buffalo, but I'm like, I don't know if he ever chewed out Josh Allen, but and then somebody sent me something on Twitter showing him chewing out Josh Allen. Yeah, Dable did his offensive coordinator.
Dable gonna do that, yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. And
put it like
I'm
this:
glad.
Josh Allen needed hard coaching, and that's why. Look, people praise Josh Allen for what he is now, and if people who follow football, they know that it came from the coach that you guys got right now. Yeah. So that's why in the offseason I said, man, y'all got to steal with that coach.
Yeah, I think it was a great move. And then the thing is, like, so many guys are like, oh, you got to handle them with kid gloves. No, these guys are football players.
Not with quarterbacks. They need that hard, stern coaching. They should not have a comfortable bed. Every opportunity should be earned, not given. And that's how you get those superstar. Think about it. Tom Brady went through it. I go all the way back to Troy Aikman. He went through it with Jimmy Johnson.
Eli Manning went through it with Tom
Crawford. My God. If
Bill Sims went through it with Bill Parcells.
Yeah. That was y'all best coach during that time frame. And I was like, yes, y'all got rid of him. And I hate it. I hate it when y'all got rid of Judge. And I hate it even when the Eagles got rid of Chip Kelly. I wanted you guys to keep those type of coaches for a long time, not a short time.
Yankees won. I probably will do the game. Yeah, Judge didn't hit a homer, though. I probably will do the game tomorrow, though. So Yankee fans, you can come by at like 1 o'clock. Playoff baseball will be on this channel, too. So
shout out to baseball.
Be fun. But yeah, I mean, Bill Parcells ripped Phil Simms a new one. Phil Simms won a Super Bowl MVP and was the quarterback for most of the year. He won in 1990, but he was tough on Hostetler too.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Sometimes you got to give these guys tough coaching and see if they respond. And Daniel Jones has responded. So I got to give him credit for that. But he's not their guy. They didn't draft him. Usually a head coach and a GM are going to say, listen, we know what we want to do. Daniel Jones don't fit our system. We're going to go out and get the quarterback that does.
Bryce Young.
But that's Lamar Jackson.
Bryce Young. Who y'all go with?
Bryce Young, CJ Stroud. Who knows? I can tell you this. I do not like Anthony Richardson in Florida. I've been saying that all. Everyone is like AR-15. Like, no, terrible quarterback. He's not good. Will Levis from Kentucky. Nah, I don't like him either. I'm just,
Teddy Bridgewater.
It's funny when I started doing this, content like this, Chris and I started our show. That was the guy we talked about was let's get Teddy Bridgewater in here as a stopgap and draft Justin Herbert. And that's what we wanted to do. But Herbert stayed in college a year longer. Yeah. And we ended up with Daniel Jones. But that was the guy that I wanted was Justin Herbert. And How good is Justin Herbert?
Before you crown and anoint Justin, he is 1-7 against winning teams. So I get it right now. He's elite Herb. I get it. His numbers are spectacular, and he have yet to lead his team to the playoffs. So, but you can see the potentials. I'm not foolish. He got more potentials than Danny, though.
Yeah, there was one throw I remember. I think it was against New Orleans. I just remember seeing Justin Herbert roll over to his right, stop dead, and just fire a 25-yard touchdown on a line into the back of the end zone. I'm like, Daniel Jones can't do that.
No.
So there's only a select few guys that can make those type of throws.
There were sprinkles, though, because I saw that Sterling Shepard touchdown.
Listen, Daniel Jones is frustrating because he does show that now.
He showed it
like, man, why can't he do that all the time? What a play, what a throw, what a move. And then it's like the next play, he turns into Clark Kent. He fumbles the ball or throws a terrible interception. It's like, what the hell?
Do you know what? Call me crazy, but a good system for him would be the Niners.
Oh, Shanahan, absolutely.
Yeah, you put him you put Danny under the 49ers, and you guys get Jimmy Garoppolo. That would have been a good deal.
Yeah. No, I don't want Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo would have got killed here.
One-star Jimmy.
He would have got killed here. He would not have worked. I mean, most quarterbacks are not going to do well behind our offensive line. Let's be honest, Demons Row, my friend, you the man. Thank you for the super chat. He says, Bear Dog, tell you, man, the Cowboys are taking an L. They have a backup quarterback.
So do you guys.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for it.
He talking like Daddy. He talking about Daddy like he's better than Cooper Rush. Come on, man.
I was waiting for someone in the chat to say it, but Law got him.
Hey, I got one over here. Tavis, he says, hey, Dallas, since Kadarius Thomas isn't Kadarius Thomas. Since Kadarius, whatever, Tony Kadarius,
right?
Whoever his name isn't the guy over there, would you like for him to come over here for Dallas,
Yeah, send us Micah Parsons.
Oh, hey.
You can have anybody on a team you want if you send number 11 over here.
Oh, my gosh, no.
The only thing is, he couldn't wear 11 here because that was Phil Simms' number. That's retired. Wow. And he certainly can't wear 56. We established that earlier.
Right. So what do you wear?
But I always love to shout out my guy Demons Row. Yeah. I say it all the time. I am not a motorcycle guy, but that's one of the best channels I ever find as far as biker culture goes. I don't know. I do, like I said, I learn a lot about that, man. It's very interesting content about motorcycle stuff. Like I go to Lake George a lot, and I've asked him before. He hasn't been up, but like Americade is a big motorcycle thing up in Lake George. I want to say it's around Memorial Day, early June, somewhere in there. So I always see that. But he has Demons Row is a great channel. So check that out if you get a chance. My guy, he also has one of them plaques.
Oh wow, he got one of those. One of those.
Law Nation's on his way to get
wait,
one
man.
of those.
Mine's a piece of paper right now.
He's on his way.
I got it down as a dream right now.
Very soon it's going to say Law Nation. Very soon.
When I get mine, I'm just going to put it right here and do the whole episode like this right here. It's going to be
on
my
shoulder. Should I get something hanging on my chain?
Yeah. Put a rope around it. Yeah. That'd be so dope. Yeah.
Yeah, but my neck would be like this all.
I got two of them over here. I got Jay Worthy says, hey, Bad Dog, come after Monday. Jump on over again and let's talk Cowboys talk. So I guess he's pretty much, and I'm paraphrasing, he said after the game, he wants you to do a review over here or do the same show again.
We can do that.
And I got Eastside Harold who says, this right here. He says, this right here. Let me get my music together. The Astros owns the Yankees.
Yeah, I hear that. Listen, I'd argue if I could.
Uh-oh.
I can't argue that.
Uh-oh.
but hopefully we get another chance at the Astros. But I don't listen. One thing you're going to find about me, if you've never watched my channel, I am very unbiased and very realistic, and I am very honest about my teams. I talk smack. Don't get me wrong. I will talk trash. I'm one of the best trash talkers you're ever going to find. But I can't argue. The Astros have had the Yankees number. Hopefully that changes this year. Yeah, listen,
Yeah.
I want a shot at the Astros. To be the best, you got to beat the best. If we're going to get the World Series, I want to go through Houston.
I remember how much you went live for like 4 or 5 hours straight talking about my guy Mark Holmes when he said, Parsons is LT. And I remember that passion. I said, man, boy, you got a lot of passion with your team.
I do.
Yes, indeed.
I bleed blue. I do. I have a lot of passion. That's why, and the Giants fans are very passionate. One thing I'll say, the fact that my channel has grown the way it has with how bad the Giants have been just shows you how strong our fan base is.
Yeah.
And we're frustrated. We have been terrible for 5 years. The fan base they'll bicker with one another. You're an idiot. Daniel Jones is great. He's this, and the other guys, Daniel Jones is trash. He sucks. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Kenny Galladay is awesome. You don't know, and the other guys like Kenny Galladay can go take a flying leap into the Hudson River. So it is what it is. But again, we start winning, that'll go away.
Yeah.
We've been frustrated for 5 years. That's what I'm saying right now. Are we great? No, but we're 2-0.
Yeah,
we're 2-0.
Still, my most hated Giant is Brandon Jacobs, though. 2007. It still pains me to even bring his name up. He wore 27, right? And he just such a big dude. He's just peeling us off like flies, man, dropping off of him. I can't stand the Giants on that in that time frame.
Yeah, and listen, we've only met once in the playoffs. The Giants are 1-0 against Dallas in the playoffs. Yeah. We've lost to the Eagles a number of times in the playoffs, though, unfortunately. Yeah. But that's one of my favorite things is Jacobs firing the ball off the play clock.
Yeah, hitting the play.
And I always remember Troy Aikman laughing. And you can hear, if you go back and watch a game, not the Cowboys fans want to go back and watch a game. But Giants fans, you want to go back and watch a game. When Jacobs does that, listen to the official run up to him and go, "Don't do that again." It makes you laugh every time I hear it.
Oh wow! I'm gonna have to go through the pain to watch that just to see.
Yeah, he will. He goes up and you can hear him say, "Don't do that again."
Yeah,
it's funny.
But there's no way that your team in 2007 was the better team. I just truly believe that you guys outcoached us. We still had Carbo Sand in us, and we felt it as if though we already won the Super Bowl. I mean, come on.
Two things about that. We were better on that day, and that's all that matters. But I'll always go back to it. Patrick Creighton dropping the ball. That was
in the third quarter, though.
Yeah, but I mean, he's gone. If he catches that, it's just a different game.
Yeah,
that was a huge.
T.O. dropped the pass too.
Yeah. That Creighton one, though, I think it was third and 4. Romo made a great play, and Creighton broke free, and he was gone. I mean, he was going forever, and he dropped it. And
what's your view on Tony Romo?
Man,
is he better than Eli? Like, what's your collective objective analysis of Tony Romo?
Statistically, yes, but when clutch, no. No way. Like if I want Eli in the clutch all the time. Like whenever no matter how bad Eli would be in a game, if we had a chance to win it with 2 minutes ago, I always felt like he was going to do it. I never had that confidence in Romo. I think Romo was a better regular season quarterback statistically, but not no way. Like Eli was
different, man. I think the other thing for Eli that he had over most people. He didn't get injured.
No, he was tough.
He's
tough. That game against San Francisco in 2011, signature game. That guy got knocked down 40 times. He got sacked 6 times. That defense in San Francisco was tough. He threw for over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, didn't turn it over once. He got killed in that game, and he just kept getting up and kept trucking. I mean, he was tough. But Romo was tough. Romo was way tougher than people give him credit. Listen, I think Tony Romo is borderline Hall of Famer, maybe even a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Who get in first, Eli or Tony?
Eli should be in first ballot. He won 2 Super Bowl MVPs.
First ballot?
First ballot Hall of Famer.
Wow.
Yeah, he's top 10 in every major passing category. He's won 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Only a handful of quarterbacks have ever done that. Aikman didn't do it. Look at Eli's
statistics. Don't say Aikman didn't do it.
Look at his statistics. Aikman's statistics are terrible. Yeah. He's in the Hall of Fame. 165 touchdowns, 141 interceptions. He never threw for more than 22 touchdowns in a single year.
Oh, my God.
He's in there. Ryan Eli, first ballot Hall of Fame.
Hey, Eli, man.
Come on, Law. If Troy's in there.
I'm rolling with you, man. I'm rolling with you, man, all the time, man. I'm rolling with you. And to that point, man.
Smoke weed every day.
Come on,
There you go.
man.
420 crew, you know what it is. 420 in Hawaii. 420 crew, you know what to do. Smoke them because you got them. 420 in Hawaii. That's my best-selling merchandise in my shop. Is my 420 merch.
Oh my gosh, man! But I feel you. I feel you though. Eli was just clutch, man, and he just figure out ways. He'll close his eyes and throw it to a Plexico. I think that was one of the other biggest acquisitions that you guys did in that decade.
It was huge.
Yeah.
And when we got Kenny Galladay, I'm thinking, oh my God,
next Plexico.
that's Daniel Jones' Plexico. Hasn't worked. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. When we got Kenny Galladay, I was pumped. I was like, yep. This is the changer, and God, it could not have been worse.
Yeah.
Could not have been worse.
My guy Ty Armstrong said Eli beat Brady twice, so that's automatic qualifier.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Think about it. Can you imagine Brady walking around with all those rings? Oh, he got a lot of them already. But yeah, shout out to Eli, man. Shout out to Eli.
I mean, listen, everybody fathers somebody. So, you know, Eli fathers Tom Brady. That's all it is. You know, that's all it is. Take your son to work day. Eli likes to take Tom Brady to work sometimes. Took him to school in them Super Bowl. Let's go. Dashy, thank you, my friend. He says, Law, how do you think the Bengals will bounce back against Flacco and the Jets?
I think the Bengals will win this one. Unless Joe Flacco, he had 4 tubs.
How about Tua?
Joe did his thing. Yeah.
How about Tua?
Oh, my gosh. That Mike McDaniels, that lets you know that I'm glad that he didn't go over there to coach the Giants. I just like what he's doing over there in Florida. You know,
I'll tell you what, Tyreek Hill, that helps. And Jalen Waddle's a damn good
oh,
wide
my
receiver.
gosh.
Yeah.
Jalen, look, let me ask you this. Tyreek Hill is the best wide receiver in the National Football League. Changed my mind.
Well, I'd say Cooper Kupp, but I think Tyreek Hill's right there. I think Tyreek Hill's the most explosive wide receiver. But I think Cooper Kupp's the best.
You think Tyreek Hill will make Danny look good? Those dimes will be dimes?
Yeah. I think Cooper Kupp would do.
What about Tyreek Hill? No, Cooper Kupp, he won't make Danny look good. Look at Matthew Stafford still look terrible. Sometimes at times.
That's but Cooper Kupp is good.
Cooper Kupp is good. I'm not taking away from that. But that Tyreek Hill is next level.
Tyreek Hill's a different animal,
man.
Yeah.
You can you just have to throw the ball far and he'll get up under it.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to have Tyreek Hill, without a doubt.
I'm glad he didn't pick you guys.
Yeah. That guy Jose, thank you, my friend. He says, I see a pick 6 in number 29. That's McKinney. That's my guy. He says, Dallas going to dink and dunk, and he'll find one just like in Las Vegas. If the Giants win the turnover battle, I think we can squeak this out. I agree.
It's a big, tall order of if, but I feel you.
I love McKinney. I got to wear my McKinney. Yeah. So I'm superstitious a little bit. Right? So a couple weeks ago, I went out to eat. I didn't feel good. I think I ate too much. I got sick early Sunday morning. So instead of my normal egg whites and pancakes, I had a protein shake and pancakes. So the Giants won. Then I said I have to eat that every day or for Sunday. So I had a protein shake and I had pancakes and I wore my McKinney jersey and I wore my watch, which I don't normally wear my watch at home. I only wear it. So Monday, I got to make a protein shake in the morning. I got to bring it to work. I always have pancakes at work anyway because they're frozen. I throw them in my good protein shake at work. I will do that. I'm bringing a protein shake to work and I'm having my pancakes. You got to have the pregame meal. Got to happen. I'll wear my McKinney jersey. I'll wear my watch. Not wearing the Saquon Color Rush, and I got it. It's a beautiful jersey. But I got to go with the McKinney. It's worked.
So after Monday, what will be your new routine?
I think Chris said it on Twitter, like, what are your superstitions? And I'm like, listen, I don't have superstitions. The Giants give me superstitions.
Yeah.
So, like, when they won in 2011, every morning, it was one of the first trivia questions I ever had on my channel. Mm-hmm. I ate cinnamon rolls every playoff morning because I had them the game that they won against Atlanta. So I had them against Green Bay. I had them against San Francisco. I had them in a Super Bowl. And every game, even though I had a big screen TV upstairs, I had this old 42-inch JVC tube TV down here. I watched every game on that TV. I had to do that. I couldn't move. I'm like, where is my Super Bowl ring? for my
Yeah.
sacrifice. So I bought a replica one.
Oh wow.
I got that when I went to Cooperstown. But
Okay.
do you have any
man.
superstitions?
Well, I think that if we don't put Jimmy Johnson into the Ring of Honor in Dallas, I think that's the dark cloud that's hanging over our team, because I kind of like went through every other thing. Like I avoid breaking into mirrors or walking under any ladders. But
What about that black cat that went to MetLife a couple weeks ago?
yeah, that was because we won that game, and then we started losing after that doggone black cat. I was trying to tell people that black cat had some type of spell on it, but that's the story of another day. But my thing is, I just hope that Jerry Jones one day realized, to break the curse, you got to put Jimmy in the Ring of Honor. I'm weird about that, though.
You know how you were saying you were hoping that Joe Judge didn't leave? See, I hope Jerry Jones lives to be 300. I don't want him to ever pass away. I want that man to live to be 140. I want him to still be owning the Dallas Cowboys when I'm in my 80s.
Oh my gosh, it may be true because Jerry don't look like he's getting any time or anything slower now, man.
Nah, he's a vampire.
Yeah, that's what he is.
So is Tom Brady. Tom Brady's, that's why he don't get any older.
Yeah,
he's my age.
Reptilian, man. He's reptilian.
He's one of my favorite players. I love Tom Brady. I can't lie. I love winners, man. I love guys that win. The fact that he's my age and he's still out there performing at the level he's performing, it's amazing.
It's amazing, man.
It's amazing.
I thought for sure we was gonna fold Tom Brady like a pretzel, but he proved us all wrong. The dude is still Tom Brady, and he broke one of his hands. You saw that? He broke his ring finger, and he's still like, "Come on, Tom! I'm not wishing any injury on you."
Nothing slows that guy down.
God, dog, man, why it couldn't be your thumb? Man, I'm not wishing that on Tom. But who you got, Packers or the Bucks this week?
Bucks.
Bucks.
I don't bet against Tom Brady ever.
Oh yeah,
I just don't bet against him.
How do you feel about Aaron Rodgers, man?
I don't know. He's missing Devontae Adams. I can tell you that.
Good.
Lazard isn't bad, but he's definitely missing.
Yeah.
I do like the running back tandem of Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. I think that's really good. But they're missing Devontae Adams.
I would feel better about week one, and I'm praying if the Packers only scored 3 points. And I say, yeah, man, you see, Dak wasn't that bad.
Right.
If the Green Bay Packers only scored 3 points against the Bucks, I'll be okay. I'll say, okay, all right. The Bucks are a real team.
Yeah. I saw Kenny ask this earlier, Kenny Tompkins. I don't know if anybody asked him, but Judge did not hit 61 tonight. The Yankees won, but Judge did not hit 61. The Yankees won 5-4, but Judge did not get the home run. Edmund, my friend, thank you, brother. Appreciate the super chat. He says, Bad Dog, let's say the Giants are successful. What options would you think for a draft pick considering quarterback is out of the picture? Number one, wide receiver. Edmund, if the Giants don't go, or maybe they continue to build the O-line, that you could never have enough offensive linemen. But I think it would depend on where they draft and who's available. We don't have a true number one receiver. And I don't think Kenny Galladay's coming back here next year. I really think they're going to eat some of that cap hit, but save $6 million. I can't see him coming back. I just don't believe he will. So if one of those guys from USC is available, maybe they go number one receiver, maybe they go line. But yeah, if the quarterback's not there, those are the two positions. I think they're working on the offense.
I think that you guys should lean on the quarterback situation. I think that the wide receivers, the best way to get that ready-made wide receiver, we see it now, is to go and grab a known commodity. I get it. Rookies, you got to take time for them to develop. I saw Treylon Burks week one, the Titans wide receiver against your team. He made a few plays, but it's still going to be time. It's going to take him about another 2 years, so maybe next year or so. Take time for wide receivers sometimes.
It does. Demons Row, my friend. Thank you, brother. He says, Bad Dog, don't you dare let this man compare Romo to Eli. Eli is way better. Well, we know that. Eli beat Tony Romo.
Oh, man. Come on, man.
All that matters. Yeah, it's all that matters. Everybody looks at the win-loss record, and I'm like, listen, that's not just Eli's fault, right? They failed Eli at the end of his career. They did. I mean, Daniel Jones ain't been any better. The line's been terrible. They got no receivers. They have terrible coaching. They have terrible GM. They've been a bad team.
I tell you what, this is my true thoughts on Tony Romo. We had Jason Garrett. Yeah, I think that if we had Sean Payton, or even if we kept my guy, big Bill Parcells, the big tuna. I think that there was a Super Bowl in there. It was a Super Bowl for Tony Romo. It just, remember, it goes all the way back to Stern coaching. Jason Garrett never gave Tony that. And on top of that, our team was always going through growing pains. You saw how your team looked after they got rid of Tom Coughlin. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Lucas, my friend, thank you so much. I
Big
appreciate the 50 bomb from Australia. He says, I just wanted to show some love before heading off. This Law guy is cool. Thanks for putting on a great stream. Law is the man.
Appreciate you, Lucas.
He's definitely the man. That's why I was glad he was able to do this. I reached out to him on Instagram because when we did the Super Friends, I'm like, we got to do this when the Giants and Cowboys play.
Yeah.
I got to work with Louis T when we beat the hell out of the Commanders because you know that's coming. And, of course, I got to work with LB so he can try to sell my chat all them hurt season hats that he had. And I'm our guy.
I'm not going to buy one. I'm going to let him send me one.
That's what I was going to say.
And I'm going to put it on when we win. I'm going to say it's hurt season. Yeah, it's hurt season. Louis T and Lord Brunson, boy, they my guys, but boy, they be on the deep end with it though.
They are. Yeah, no, that's great. We have those. I just like to sit back and let it happen. I like to try to stir the pot, get them going at each other. You and I just sit back and give us the show. No, like I said, I want the Giants to be in contention. So when we do that again in the middle of the year,
oh my gosh, middle of the year, mid-year, man. How are you? How are you doing so far? You doing good so far? You 2-0. So yeah, we're actually it's just too soon. Still too soon.
It's too soon. It's too soon. Like I said, this is a bigger game for the Giants and the Cowboys. There's no question about that. We are 2-0. There's still a lot of doubters. There's fans that are doubters, and there should be.
Wait a minute. Did they do their joint show yet? They play each other this weekend.
I don't.
Washington versus the Eagles.
I don't think they have.
They should. We need to press them.
What
they doing? They need to do a joint show before they start to kick off.
I don't think they have.
They being coy. You see, they scared. That's what it is.
That's what it
They
is.
scared. See, you and I, we faced each other. We said,
yeah, why not?
Why not? Man. My Cowboys gonna beat the Giants, and your Giants gonna lose. We're gonna beat you down. MP.
Right. See, if I had that thing, I could just go smoke weed every day.
Dracarys. We gonna burn it up, baby.
Because I'm telling you right now, at the end Tuesday morning, the Giants are going to be 3-0, and it's going to feel really damn good. It ain't going to be pretty.
No, the 301 says LB is doing the show at Rio tomorrow. No, that don't pose a matchup. Rio's a good guy, but it need to be Louis T.
When we do this show, it's got to be that. It's got to pair off.
You got to pair off.
When we play Washington, Louis T and I got to do one. When we play Philadelphia, it's got to be Lord Brunson.
Right. So
that'd be fun because I love the.
Yeah, we need to reach out to those boys and say they need to make it happen, even if it's for 15 minutes. They need to talk. Right. They need to have a conversation.
They do it all the time.
Right.
What are they doing? Look at this. A1. Oh, did I get the other super chat?
A1 Kale, man. Shout out to you, my dog. Appreciate you, man.
Mo says Kayvon's gonna have a better game than Parsons. That'd be great. That'd be great. I didn't see where A1 Kev's chat there. Where to go? I don't know. He said something about the Cowboys winning. Right?
Yeah, we winning, man. We winning, man.
The Giants. We owe you one. I mean,
come on, man.
Wink's got this thing going on. Giants win like 17-13, something like that. Maybe 16-13. Low scoring game. Couple turnovers for Cooper Rush. Couple sacks for Azeez Ojulari. Couple sacks for Micah Parsons. I'll give him his credit.
Okay. So how many sacks? You saying a couple? That's two. So how many?
I'll give him 1.5. I'll give him 1.5.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll share one with DeMarcus.
Any INTs? Who'll be your guy?
I think Jones will fumble.
Julian Love,
Oh, McKinney getting one. McKinney. Yeah, McKinney's getting one. He's due. Yeah, Cooper Rush going to get pressure. You're going to throw one of those floaters up there, and McKinney's going to pick that thing.
That's my guy, man. I wanted us to take a real good look at him.
I couldn't believe that you guys did not draft McKinney that year.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
thought for sure that's where you guys, when you took CD Lamb, I thought for sure you're going McKinney.
Yeah, McKinney. But we got Diggs, and that was a give me Diggs over McKinney.
Yeah.
Though.
You could have had them both.
Did we? Was he
Yeah,
third
because you
round?
could have had McKinney. You could have had McKinney was the second round. You could have had him instead of CD Lamb.
Oh, instead of CD. Oh no.
Yeah, so you could have had
I
both
like
of
the
them.
CD. I like the
But
CD.
then again, the
thing.
Eagles would have had CD Lamb.
I think the Eagles would have still probably figured out a way to get Rager. You know what I'm saying? They
Probably would have. They don't know how to hell to
They
draft
already
wide.
pass up on CD and Justin Jefferson. You know?
Yeah, my favorite was Philly 500 saying he didn't want Justin Jefferson because he was ass. One of my favorite sound bites of all time is I don't want.
Right.
What do you guys
But to be fair, Slay did slay him, man, this past game. I was like, God, dog.
Yes, he did.
Oh my God, Slay looked like he was the number one wide receiver out there playing DB.
Yeah, that was awful. What the Kirk Cousins sucks.
Oh, he sucks so bad.
He's terrible. I'll never forget the day when he was in Washington, man. 2016, last time we were in the playoffs. We had nothing to play for. Nothing. Washington had to win, and they were in the playoffs. And they could not score against the Giants defense. So, like the very end of the game, Kirk Cousins could not get it done. He's another guy, good regular season numbers, but you put him in a big spot, he ain't the guy.
Yeah,
Some guys have that. Some guys just have it when, like that was Eli. Eli was, that's why in New York, it don't matter what you do in the regular season. You are judged on a postseason here.
Yeah,
You are judged.
I know Kurt. I know what's the guy? Colin Cowherd.
Yes.
Like to compare Dak Prescott to Kirk Cousins. But Kirk Cousins, I got this stat pulled up. Out of 50 games against winning teams, he is 10-40.
That sounds about right.
That's a .200.
It's awful.
This is winning percentage. He's 10-40.
Right. That's like the Giants the last 5 years. It's about what we've been. 25% of our wins. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Let me see what Danny Dimes is. Man,
Danny Dimes against below 500 or above 500.
Yeah. He's
ain't been good.
He's 0-9.
It ain't been
against
good.
winning teams. Oh my gosh, he never won a game against winning teams. Ain't that something?
He's only won like 10 in his entire career.
Oh wow.
It ain't a lot.
Oh wow.
He was 3-9 his rookie year.
Yeah.
He was hurt a lot last year. I forgot how many he won in 2020. He was hurt again in 2020. He might have won 5 games in 2020 because Colt McCoy won in Seattle. He won 3 his rookie year. He won, because Eli won his rookie year. We were 4 wins. So 3 his rookie year, 4 his second year.
Wow.
Last year he won 4. So he's won 11. He's won 13 now. So he won 11
games.
going into this year.
Wow.
Yeah, we ain't beating anybody. That's why Giants fans, like when they're like, "Oh, don't get excited too." Giants fans, you have to enjoy this. We don't win. We have not won a lot. So no matter how bad it looks, no matter how ugly these games are, at the end of the day, all that matters.
I can't
I
wait for
see you.
Monday Night Football.
I see you.
Baby. Are you ready for some football? Did they
Now
bring
listen.
that guy back? Did they bring that guy back? Are you ready for some football? Did they bring that guy
So
back?
when we went ugly again
They need to
Monday
bring that
night,
guy
Giants fans, you enjoy it.
They need
When
to
we
bring
beat
that
Dallas
guy back.
ugly again,
They need to have the guy that sing, "Are you ready for some football?" They need to have that guy yelling in the camera, "Are you ready for some football?" Some Monday Night Football. Whatever his name is, they need to bring him back.
I think I was Hank Williams Jr.
Hank Williams, well,
I think so,
please,
too.
I can't wait to hear him. I don't want it. The lady, whoever the lady is, she does a wonderful job, but she makes it feel like it's finna be a soft match. I want
Yes.
to have a guy that's yelling, "Are you ready for some football?"
Yes, they should.
They should bring that guy back.
They need to have one of my sound bites before the game. That's what they need.
Right.
They need one of those. I get them fired up. Put me in, coach.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things. People see on Instagram like, "Bad dog, can you play linebacker?" I'm like, no, I'm old and I'm not big. I'm 164, but the maybe running back, maybe I could play that position. I'd still
Running
be
back?
old.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
could
we'll put you in
I could
DB.
hit
or
once. I'd
something.
be in traction for
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
Football days are long behind anything athletic. I always tell people, at work sometimes people are like, "Can you carry this? Can you lift this?" And I'm like, "Listen,
Oh,
this is like a classic automobile. You just look. You don't drive it.
you're
It
driving,
doesn't work.
Just look.
Under the hood it's broken under there. I'm old. I'm old.
Hey, we got some requests over here. They said, can I go live with you during the game? I tell you what, just send me the link and I'll just jump in and jump out because I know your TV may be ahead of mine or my TV may be ahead of yours, and it would just be all off. I'd be like, yeah! And you'd be like,
yeah, there you go. Well, I always do the game with my buddy. Yeah, we always stream. But I see if we'd be okay. It's on my channel. I bring it in for a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, they mad at me, man, because it's Carrie Underwood that sing that song. Are you ready for some football? No shade at the ladies, but I just want the guy out there, man.
Does she do Monday night or Sunday night football though? Because it used to be Faith Hill. I thought she was. Maybe it is Monday night football.
You got me. I'm gonna Google it now.
Yeah, I always remember. I thought she did Sunday. I know Faith Hill did the Sunday night football.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just missed the Monday night. I missed the robot thing that they used to have. The little robot do the jazz moves and jerk moves. Yeah, I missed those old school stuff.
We're old. I do remember. I remember Frank Gifford doing a game with Al Michaels and Dan Deerdorf. I remember that.
Hey, when that sound come in, it just brings chills to me, man. Because I've been
the Fox theme.
Yeah, whatever that music that come in, I just be feeling it, man.
Yeah, for me, I mean, you want to talk about chills? I go back and watch the old CBS intros with Madden and Summerall because again, I grew up in the '80s, and every week on CBS, 4:00, Madden Summerall, it was always an NFC East battle.
Yeah.
And the CBS intros were amazing.
CBS is the best intros.
It was the best. The '80s CBS. It didn't matter. Giants, Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, Eagles, Cowboys, Washington Cowboys. They were unbelievable. And Madden and Summerall doing it. I was lucky to be able to listen to those guys in their prime. Nobody will ever do it better.
Nobody.
Those two guys.
Nobody.
They were awesome. They were awesome. The Eagles said Law wants Hank Williams Jr. Eagles handed said
Hank Williams Jr. Yeah, I'm gonna look. Matter of fact, I'm going to I'm gonna play some when I get off of this stream. I'm gonna play some Hank Williams Jr.
There you go. There you go.
Get that vibe.
Are you ready for some football? Yeah. I am ready for some football. I hope the Cowboys and Giants fans are ready for some football because again, for once, we go into the game and it's not like it's going to be an avalanche.
Right.
Right.
It should be a
close
Dallas,
game. I'm like, we got no chance.
It should be a good game. It should be, and this is what I want for both sides. I want the aficionados to not even be in it.
Agreed.
I don't want them to call him no ticky-tack calls. I just want to just be good old-fashioned, no political, just good football.
Let them play.
Yeah, let them play. Let them play. Even
let
both,
them decide
on both sides.
the game. Let them decide. Yeah, I don't want a bunch of flags.
Right.
Let them go.
Yeah.
May the best team win.
Yeah.
On Monday night, With that said, we're going to end this. Law, I appreciate you coming on. It was an absolute pleasure. And after the game is over, if you want to do something next week,
after the game,
just shoot me an IM or something. We'll do it. Or if you want to go right after the game, whatever, we'll figure it out. I usually record a post game video.
Yeah.
But just hit me up you can text me, whatever.
Okay.
And we can definitely discuss the Giants win. That'll be nice.
Smoke weed every day.
It's gonna be a good game, man. I can't stand the Giants. I can't stand the Washington team, and I've been eating off the fat of the land of since Dak Prescott been the quarterback for the Americas team here. The last time you guys beat Dak Prescott was 2,091 days ago. That's a lot of days, man. Yeah, and of course, we don't have Dak Prescott.
Have Dak Prescott.
Yeah. So I hope Cooper Rush can continue to extend that type of vibe. And Cooper Rush should be looking for revenge because he didn't make it on your team. He got.
How bad do you have to be to not make the Giants?
He had to be terrible.
All I can say is this: there's 2 L's in Dallas, and we're about to hand them their second L of the season. Monday night. That's how that's going to go.
Monday night, man, 2 L's in Dallas.
Monday
Boy,
night.
you clever with it, man. The G, man. I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
I try. But, Law, I do appreciate you coming on. You're the man. Absolutely great channel. Again, if you guys haven't done so, please subscribe to my guy, Law Nation, because he's, like I said, he's about 14 and a half away from this.
They
And
make
he
it more
deserves
colorful.
it.
I gotta get one of these, man. The plaque, man. Real
You gotta
plaque.
get one of those. You're gonna hang it right behind him. It's on its way.
That's why I
But
keep the wall naked right there. That's where it's gonna be.
There you go. There you go.
I see it, man. So y'all help me out, man. Hey, man, it was a pleasure talking to you. Good luck to your team until they play ours, of course, Monday.
Exactly.
And do me a huge favor. When you play against those Eagles, make sure you stomp them, man. You make sure you stomp them.
I want to break their wings and beat them over the head with them.
Yeah.
And, people ask you that all the time. They're like, when Dallas plays Philadelphia, who you root for? I said, I got to root for Dallas.
Yeah.
I hate the Eagles.
Y'all hear that, Eagles?
I'm like, it's funny because the Dallas will beat the Eagles. I'm like, man, I still hate the fact that Dallas won, but I like watching the Eagles get embarrassed. It's pretty fun. They haven't been embarrassed in a while, so they're due. They got embarrassed against us. They lost to us. That's embarrassing.
It's a big setup for a big letdown, man. So let them continue to spread their feathers, and we'll pluck them. Appreciate you, man. You have a good one.
All right, you do the same. Guys and girls, thank you for joining. I really do appreciate it. For Law Nation, it is your boy, the Bad Diggy Dizzle. Let's go Giants. And we gone. Peace.